Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Heroes Graveyard. How are you guys doing today?
Yay, I'm back. I'm not dead yet.
Good.
Not dead yet. Yet being the operative word there.
Still alive, still breathing, might be controlled by a creepy old lady. It's all good. Everything's fine.
You're moving her
I'm
stuff.
also missing an eye. Someone else might have my eye. Actually, she has my eye in a jar. It's a little creepy.
It's okay. She's not gonna be able to use it much longer.
Yeah, Torlak's had a bit of a rough life,
That's,
haven't you?
that's welcoming. Like that just makes everything better, knowing that.
How's everyone's week been?
Really busy.
Very
And then-
busy.
Yeah.
Same here. I traveled to Hollywood to do a commercial shoot.
Oh, can you tell us anything about
Say
it?
hi to me, jerk.
What? You're there?
I'm not in Hollywood, but I live in OC. It's
Yeah.
like drivable distance.
Would have loved to. Yeah, I was there to shoot a mobile game promo.
How exciting.
Yeah,
Very cool.
Is it
all
the
of
best
that.
mobile game?
it's going to be a good one.
If you're doing a commercial for it, it's probably pretty good.
If they want you for it, they probably have good taste in games, too.
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
Well said.
Mhm. All right, so except for Torlak, who was sort of semi-conscious and not really aware of what was happening around him, what happened last week?
Well, we killed a dragon, and then we killed some innocent conjured lizard men. There was a big trapezoid that went up over the island, and now we're waging a war against geometry.
That's
Pretty accurate, actually. Yeah.
that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, it's something about like mana wells, and we have to go into a volcano and kill the volcano.
Yeah, something like that. That's in the ballpark, at least.
Okay.
So here you are in Hagitha's house. It is nighttime. She has just shown you this weird, flowing, mystical thingy that she stuck her hand out in and like produced light around her, like bioluminescent water over rocks or something. And has since you have all gone back to her hut to rest the night while Torlak finishes packing Hagitha's bags because she is getting out of here. So is there anything any of you guys want to do tonight?
Where is she going?
Hey, Hagitha,
Hello.
how do we get out?
Of
The trapezoid.
here. I'm walking out. And Torlak
Yeah,
there
I
will
also
carry my
want-
boxes for me. I thought you wanted to stay.
I'm just saying, if we wanted to get outside, can we just walk across?
Well, why don't you come with me and find out?
Well, I think we have to because you're not going to let their friend go until he's done moving your stuff, right?
I thought you were their replacement friend that I had gone to some lengths to procure. But if
No.
they don't like you, then I'm sure they can wait for Torlak.
I would never replace anybody. I am here just to help. Also to destroy the sorceress. But
Yeah, we need a Torlak, so we'll come with.
Then we can wait that night, and we
Trollocs
can...
like standing there with like a bunch of boxes. Like you can't even see.
the next... Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'll be happy to help out with the packing at least to try to get it all done so we can all get a long rest because I'm assuming that Torlak might have been at this for a while and I don't want Torlak to get exhausted.
Yeah, he's plodding along slow and steady. Maybe like not sort of mind-controlled Torlak could pack more efficiently, but like mind-controlled Torlak is like one item goes in box. Different item goes in box. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm there like, well, if we put, I'm like Tetrising things into the right boxes to try to speed things along. But yeah,
Let's be
I'll try to
honest.
help out.
Torlag is like -1 intelligence. He's probably just putting everything in a box until it like you can't put anything else in the box.
This is actually a footlocker of holding. So you just keep putting things in this box, and it just keeps filling up and filling
Perfect.
up.
Even better.
So the next morning rolls around. You all have an interesting night's sleep at Hagitha's house.
By interesting, do you mean a long rest and where we can recover spell slots, maybe?
It is a long rest, but it is occasionally punctuated when you wake up and hear these strange slurping sounds coming from outside, and Hagitha's not in the room, and it sounds like someone's having ramen, but you know that there's no ramen because Torlak already packed up the big pot that was everything was cooked in. So, what is that strange slurping sound? But I assume none of you want to bother investigating at this point when you're so close to exiting. Yes, Torlak will unfortunately be in Hagitha's enthralled by Hagitha until we exit the famous trapezoid, which you will learn all about momentarily.
Then I will continue to pack.
Wonderful. It is going to be a 1.5-day journey to the edge of the trapezoid.
Okay.
And you guys get to walk with Hagitha along the way. She walks in the open daylight, unafraid of the sun, which is now blocked behind the deep clouds that have been billowing near the center of the geometry here.
As she like steps out into the sunlight the morning that we're setting out, he like sees like her body like go into direct sunlight and just goes, not a vampire, and then kind of like turns and starts moving on.
It could have been.
Well, I said nothing but greatness today, and the rolls agree. It's a 12 and a 16 for the portent.
Those are
Your like scale of greatness is not that great.
It's good enough.
Okay. All right.
good enough. Is there anything anyone would like to say or ask of Hagitha while you make your way?
I'll keep trying to ask her about, every once in a while I'll probably bring up that you would be very useful in fighting against the sorceress. And if she kind of rebuffs all of that, then I'll just, like, to everybody, just... Celandis kind of all met you guys a little while ago, and so she'll just ask random questions. That tea was really nice. What was that tea made out of?
Lizard skin.
That was the acid taste. All right, that makes sense.
You want to get the blue belly lizards and mix them with some blueberries. And then steep for 5 minutes.
Oh, normal lizards, not the lizard men.
No. They make better roast pies.
Celandris will just think about that for a moment, and then she'll say, and then when you get out of this trapezoid of craziness, where will you go?
I hadn't really thought about it that much. I might explore the new realms here. There's much left to be discovered, especially to the east. I hear the northeast is of particular interest. There are various warring factions up there, she says, kind of patting Torlak's shoulder, that I have learned quite a bit about. I think maybe I should pay them a visit.
Do you know what happened to this island, that it was gone for a while? Apparently, when I got captured by that wizard and then I've been asleep for a while, this whole island went away. Do you know where it went? And why it's where we are now?
You're standing on the island. It doesn't really go anywhere, does it?
That's a philosophical question that I would have to ask Bahamut about. I just want to know where I was when I wasn't awake.
Right where you were. Right where you found yourself, I believe.
So wherever you go, there you are. Okay, I can deal with that. And she'll just accept it and walk along.
Lovely. The first day is actually quite uneventful along your journey. The second day, however, as you are passing by this forest, this is representing the whole party, so we don't actually want Quincy's name on it. There we go. As you're passing by this forest and coming to this a small bridge here at the creek, you spot in the woods, coming out of that, a goblin on top of a warg. Maybe 300 or 400 feet or so from the edge of the forest.
Friend of yours?
She shakes her head.
Hello!
The goblin turns and spots you. Blinks a few times.
Do you know anything about this trapezoid?
And then bolts on the warg for the bridge as fast as
I'm gonna try taking a shot at him.
As fast as his little wargy legs will take him.
Goblins are evil creatures, right? Yeah, I'm gonna try taking a shot at him.
It's just one
Definitely.
Just the one goblin on one warg.
Yep. Let's see if I can.
Are you aiming for the goblin or for the warg here?
I think wargs have more health, so let's go for the goblin.
Okay.
Well, I guess I could. Nah, we're doing the goblin. For a 11 to hit. Probably not going to do it unless he's unarmed.
Nope, that's actually a miss.
Okay. All right, he makes it off then.
All right, the goblin makes it to the bridge, bolts across it, and is just gone.
Where's this bridge? Is it to the north?
Yes.
Okay, so towards the edge of that.
Yes, in the direction that you're headed. You're headed towards this bridge too, and the goblin was just kind of sauntering out of the woods coincidentally at the same time.
Okay.
Assuming I'm still
I
controlled, so.
have my hawk float up 100 feet and keep tabs on this goblin, trying to see if it's actually going to exit the barrier, or if it's just going to go somewhere else. Doesn't look like there's much place to go.
Yep, it crosses the bridge and bolts out across the barrier in the same direction that you guys are headed.
No.
It
Wow.
actually goes through the barrier?
Yep. Well, through the area that you know the barrier is, you don't actually see a visible barrier in front of you as you get to the bridge and begin to cross it and find yourself maybe a half mile. You can kind of look up and see that there's this mostly transparent thing above you, but it doesn't seem to come all the way down to the ground. It seems to get caught somewhere up in the mountains and not come down lower than that.
From here, does it look like it's moving at all? Does it look like is it like a garage door closing? Is it moving west or east or north? Like, is it
It is stationary. Very stationary. You guys cross the bridge, get to the edge of the trapezoidal thing, and at a certain point, Hagitha just stops walking and goes, "This is far enough." And she goes over to Torlak, reaches up, and kind of rubs your belly in a clockwise direction 3 times. And you can feel this sort of like fog lifting from your head and slowly regain proper awareness and control of yourself.
And similar to last time, do I not remember anything?
Yeah, it's all this kind of like foggy memory of you like waking up in the middle of the night when you were in that tower, in Dandrin's tower, and then like walking down into the basement and pouring out your water on top of this like that slab that you had seen there that was floating off the ground. You just like empty your water skin on it, and then you just like walk down the mountain and leave. And you also sort of remember the walk here, kind of vaguely.
Okay. Torlak like comes to and he's like, "Where am I? Who's that?"
Hi, I'm Solendis Maycor. It is very nice to meet you. Although we kind of met yesterday, but I guess you don't remember.
Oh, hi, Torlak. He like shakes your hand.
I was in the tower that your friends were exploring.
Fighter.
What'd you say? Sorry, Devo.
Welcome to our new frontline fighter, Torlak.
Oh, I'm not a fighter. I'm a cleric.
Oh,
This is all very touching, but I must go. Hagitha looks to Torlak and gives you a toothy smile. It looks friendly, but there's a lot of teeth involved. I am headed east. Leaving this island, it's gotten a little too dangerous for my tastes. But, it seems your traveling companions want to stay and combat the forces here. I would offer you to come with me if you would like. We could head north. I know you know things that I could find useful up there.
No thank you. But
So how do you plan on traveling across the ocean?
can I have my eye back?
She opens the chest that she had you set down and rummages around in it for a little while until she pulls out a jar that has your eye. Looks at it and looks at you. I suppose this wouldn't be useful for me anymore. Unless, do you think you might live through all of this, Torlak?
Yes.
Well then, our deal still stands. She puts the jar back in the box.
No. I want my eye.
But then how can I keep tabs on you when we're all done here? How will I know where to find you, Torlak?
Why you
Hey,
need my
Hagitha, you know this would be a great deal of science. You want to step past this thing and then see if you can see Torlak with that eye?
Torlak, dear, would you walk back that way a little ways?
Torlak shrugs, puts his hands up in the air, and is like, "What am I doing with my life?" And he walks the other direction.
She shakes her head and goes, No. Not until the barrier's gone will I be able to see what he's doing or check up on any of you. I will miss our little adventures.
Yeah, I'll miss you too. I'm half tempted to go with you. Because when you said that word, if you survive, I just remembered, I don't think I'm going to survive. I have this bad feeling. So,
We should not flee. If we flee, then we leave the sorceress to take over this entire island.
right, but there are a lot of good adventurers out there.
There is no honor in cowardice, Devo.
Maybe it's more important to report to the east on what's happened to the island. So
Can I
they
come
can
back
properly-
now?
Yes, dear.
He comes back.
The longer we wait, the stronger she will become, and the more difficult it will be to defeat her.
So, Hagitha, it's like about, that's a day's walk to the coast. Could you wait there for,
I'm
say,
sorry, I didn't hear what Selendis was saying.
She had kind of stopped, and she's waiting to see how much she's going to have to persuade her new friends to stick around, because I'm going to stay and do what I can, because I failed the last time, and I'm not going to fail again.
Bully for you.
Who put what? Because you guys were talking about some girl. You guys all
Oh,
said some girl.
Torlak, we need to slay an evil sorceress and gain much honor in the process. She's threatening this entire island with some sort of anti-magic barrier. The details are lost on me. Magic is a bit too strange for my.
How
my
much
taste,
is the
but-
job?
It is worth the lives of everybody who lives here.
That's a good point. Do we get any gold for this? And Quincy looks over at Hagitha.
Have you had an opportunity to spend any of the gold you've already gotten?
No, but well, if we hadn't
And
been...
you won't unless you deal with this situation or join me.
Well, I had gold, but then a dragon and tied up, and I blame Devo.
Yep.
What?
Wise choice.
Selendis will speak up and defend her tiny gnome new friend and say, unless you know that he took your gold, then if the
No,
dragon-
he.
No, he
Devo
touched
got
the
himself
box and then
stoned.
he becomes stone and then they steal all my gold.
the
Yes.
box stole your gold?
You weren't there. You don't understand.
No, I was asleep from an evil wizard and a sorceress who are trying to destroy my entire island.
Now, let's not use the E word too liberally.
No, as a cleric of Bahamut, I can speak very clearly on the subject of evil, and she is.
Yes, it's a very objectively identifiable metric in this world.
It's
At
not
least
like
in her case.
it's not like there's some sort of objective magic that can tell you what's evil and what's good. That
No,
would be
but
ridiculous.
Her
I know,
actions
they
are
took it
very
out of this
clear.
edition. Now it just finds fiends and aberrations.
Well then. Yes?
This is all well and good, but time is lives, and if we can convince you to come with us, then we should get going.
She stands on her box, raises her head, hands above her head, and claps them twice, and disappears. A little puff of smoke and a small circle about the diameter of the box's length inscribed or really burned on the ground at her feet.
I need to learn how to do that.
Me too.
Yep. All right. Well, Zondas, where's the nearest volcano?
I'm gonna point at the.
Yeah, can we see the volcano?
Well, she left us like a glowing path that was gonna lead us to that volcano, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I think this might be a good opportunity to catch up Torlak and some of our viewers who might have missed last week on what we mean when we're talking about volcanoes and magic paths. What are these volcanoes? And what are these magic paths?
These are excellent questions, Neil. What are these?
You want to get my fumble idea first, or do you want to go, Neil?
Why don't you go?
Okay. So, from my recollection, there are 4 dormant volcanoes, which may be the power source of this sorceress, which is where the ley lines of magic are headed towards.
Yes. That's pretty
That's
good. Yeah. And the 4 volcanoes happen to coincide, unsurprisingly, with the 4 points of the trapezoid. The lower points, not the upper points.
Great.
Which is
Good
why
job.
we were discussing defeating a volcano, because we're not exactly sure what we need to do when we get there, but
Yeah.
it's the best idea we have right now. Because
So west is probably our best bet.
Yep. So, I see 2 paths for us. We can head to the volcano and try to destroy it, or we can try to find the sorceress and destroy her.
well,
How do we destroy volcano?
By
And
fireballing it!
Do you have a water ball?
how you find
That might be more conducive.
Well, you know, you mess up the magic ley lines enough, maybe things will happen.
how do you mess up magic ley lines?
By
Can I-
fireballing it!
Do I have fireball?
Maybe there are some
can you cut
guardians
them?
there who will be able
Sword?
to explain also.
Neil, do I remember anything about these ley lines from before?
Oh no, those are you've never what? Ley lines. These weren't here before. Someone has messed something up.
If we threw something magical into the volcano, would it disrupt its magical flows? Some sort of counter magical field? We could throw Devo into it.
No, I'm much too small to disrupt the magic field.
Also, I think we can only do that once, and we have 4 volcanoes.
That's true.
That's a bad plan. Well, maybe when we get there, we can. Maybe we don't have to actually destroy the whole volcano. Maybe there's something there that is interacting, causing these ley lines to go crazy, doing something else. Maybe the volcano is just a convenient point.
Yeah, maybe there's an orb there. Wizards love orbs.
Yeah,
My
I
bet
did-
is on an orb.
Yeah, I did see when the sorceress and Dandrin were doing things, she had these orbs that were...
I knew it!
You wizards and your orbs. I don't need an orb. I just pray. A lot. But yeah, she had orbs. He had orbs. There were... For all we know, there's just a big orb in this volcano.
Alright, well, it's going to be a long walk through the mountains, but I think that's our best bet to start.
Orb?
We'll figure that out when we find the orb. If there's an orb.
What if there's no orb?
Well, then if we find nothing else, then we're back to the question of how do we destroy a volcano? Or how do we mess up the ley lines, I guess?
If we destroyed one, would it be enough to disrupt the others? I mean, you don't need to, erase an entire circle. If you just cut off one point, it stops being a circle.
That's true. If we get rid of one corner, this is no longer a trapezoid. This becomes a triangle.
If it maintains its shape at all, yeah.
By the way, that does not mean throwing me in the volcano is a good idea still.
No.
How
That would
does
surely
sorcerer pull magic from volcano?
That was what I thought when I saw Dandrin and the sorceress. However long ago it was before I was put into that slumber. Which I still haven't quite figured out how long ago that was. It was a while, though.
Wait, are you the one that was inside the box?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you for freeing me. Although, it took a while to dry out my armor.
I think the bigger issue is we
Why was
killed
your
those
armor
spiders
wet?
that would have probably eaten you.
Okay, I'm not... Oh, well, I guess if the... Well, let's go west.
We might as well talk and walk, and talk and walk, and talk and walk.
Yes.
And
Wonderful.
walk and talk.
Yeah.
You
Let's westwing
guys
this thing.
make your way westward.
Yeah.
Actually,
When we settled down that first night, Neil,
Mhm.
remember that I have those 20 arrowhead tip things that I made from the spider legs, and I want to try constructing a few of my arrows and creating some spider head arrows, spider leg head arrows.
Sure. I feel like there should be some sort of check involved with shifting arrows if you don't have a proficiency in that.
Let me pull up my sheets and see what I have. I don't know if there's no Bowyer or Fletcher in
Well, there's no proficiencies, so maybe
skills,
a survival.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Does survival sound like a good way to make arrows?
I mean, does every person who manufactures a weapon need survival at that point?
No.
What else is there? Is there a sleight of hand? I could see that being a sleight of hand.
Sure, let's do sleight of hand.
Yeah, sleight of hand.
That works for me.
All right, so that should be a +4. Here we go. Roll a 12.
Yeah, that's good enough. You can go ahead and attach those arrowheads as needed.
All right, so I've got 20 spider leg-headed arrows.
Lovely.
As we settle down, I'm going to pull out my hurdy-gurdy and I'm just going to play for a little while. Kind of just a little bit in solace, a little bit in, trying to lift my spirits because I was really hoping Hagitha could be convinced to come with us. She seemed pretty powerful and she made really good tea. I was just cranking away in the hurdy-gurdy.
Mm-hmm. And for those of you in chat that... Sorry, go ahead.
He said, just wait till she licks you.
Oh, we haven't gotten to second base yet, but, I just met her yesterday.
Hagitha moves pretty quickly. She's a bold woman with a lot of experience under her belt.
And really for her.
For those of you that want to know what a hurdy-gurdy list sounds like, this is what it sounds like, chat.
Ooh, you have...
Unfortunately, you guys won't hear it, but chat will.
That's amazing that you have, hurdy-gurdy on hand. I am super impressed.
Yep. All right. You follow these ley lines, as you call them, which are also following the border of this trapezoid. Now, are you on the inside of the trapezoid or the outside, or are you trying to walk the line exactly?
I think Quincy will defer that to Devo. He seems to know a little bit more about magical stuff, then
Why, of course we're gonna walk on the outside of the trapezoid. Then nobody can see us coming.
Wonderful.
Devo, can you examine this trapezoid and tell us anything about it? It is a magical creation. Is there anything now that we are close to it that you can figure out?
Why, yes, my powerful magics have determined that this trapezoid is used for the purposes of blocking scrying.
Is that it?
Yep, feels like a complete waste, but that's about it.
Hmm.
Oh, and also it gathers energy. Probably for the sorceress to use in summoning every single creature.
Mm-hmm. I wonder why she doesn't need it down here. And Solandis will just like zigzag, like in.
No, don't walk across. Then she can see you coming.
I think she probably. Well, we're not coming to her. We're going to the
right. But we
What
don't
if she's
want
in
her
that
to
volcano?
summon a bunch of enemies to the volcano now, do we?
If she's there, then we can destroy her, and then we don't have to worry about all of this ley line.
I like this idea. We destroy her.
Yeah, either way, she's going to know we're coming by the time we start going into the mountains because we can't really walk the line anymore at that point.
Right.
But as Devo says this,
Maybe we should say we're going to destroy her. Say we bring her cupcakes or something.
do you have
Bit of
cupcakes?
deception.
No, I wish I had cupcakes.
No, I wish I had cupcakes too.
You have quite the mind for tactics, Torlak. I like where you're going with this.
Can we make her cupcakes?
I don't know how to bake.
Unfortunately, all of the baking equipment and supplies are gone.
It was more of like, don't say that we're going to go kill her. We're on our way to kill her.
It is also pretty late. All the stores are going to be closed, and finding frosting at this hour would be really bad.
It'd be terrible.
Yeah.
All right. You approach the mountains, kind of following the line above you. When you come to the edge of the mountain, which includes this, it's a cave with a little bit of water around it. I'm going to bring you to a new scene.
Ooh.
Scroll you all the way down.
Oh, there we are. Hi. Look, that's us.
That is you. You should each be able to control your token. We have the grid back on. Yeah. So you see this pool of water around a cave, and there are these crystals growing outside of the cave, and it's all calm, quiet. A few birds chirping, but not much else.
I have that magical spyglass thing. When I look through because we're on the other side of the magic wall now, right? If I look,
magic wall basically like extends from this tunnel. This is the tunnel is one of the lines of the wall itself.
yeah, but we were on the outside of it while we
Yes.
were traveling, right?
Yes.
While we were on the outside of traveling, can I use the magical spyglass to see if it looks different when I'm looking through it?
When you're like looking across the border.
Yeah.
No,
And then
in fact, your spyglass seems to work just fine looking across the ground itself.
And then if I go on the other side and I look through it,
Yeah, it seems to be fine. But if you point your spyglass upward so that it needs to like clip through the barrier at the mountain level, then it's just like, boom, wall of gray. And you can't see through it.
I will share this information with the others.
Oh, that's great. That means we know that the orb is at the top of the mountain.
This scry is not that good. There seems to be a very large hole in this prevent people from scrying spell trapezoid of death.
Oh, yes, that's because the main purpose is to gather energy, not to block scrying.
Oh, the scrying is just a side effect.
Yeah.
Okay. Neil,
How do you know that?
Because I am a wizard.
Okay. Tolek will agree.
We're
Tolek
saying-
asks the good questions. He's really stupid, though.
Do I recognize these purple crystals at all?
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, yeah, I'll take a look-see also.
Oh, that's good, because my arcana is Not fun.
And if it helps because I'm too far away to see properly, I'll use the spyglass to get a closer look.
Sure. So, Slandis, you have purple crystals? I don't know, man. Maybe they're amethyst?
Pretty.
Devo, you recognize not the crystals themselves, but as as a wizard, there we go, you're not a sorcerer, you can sort of, you feel something about them. You can kind of feel a, you know when you can't, how do I say? You know when you look at a picture and then part of it immediately draws your eye for no particular reason? It's not like an interesting part, but your eyes just happens to be drawn to this one part of a picture. That's what these crystals are like for you. You kind of just, hey, crystals, what are those? And you find yourself like drawn to them in some way.
Are there any small beasts around, such as squirrels, rabbits, etc.?
There are small beasts around, yes. You can see a fox squirrel sitting in this tree right here.
All right, I'm going to call out to it, as I can speak with small animals.
What do you say to the squirrel?
I can only communicate simple ideas, so I'm just going to ask, ever been there? I point towards the crystals.
Yep.
How is it?
Doesn't taste good.
Can you go there now?
Yep.
Please do, thanks.
No, thank you.
I'll give you food if you do. I get some rations out from my backpack.
The squirrel comes down out of the tree and starts making its way towards you.
All right, I'll feed it some nuts. Half now, you get the half after you touch these crystals. I point towards the one there, and then just walk across those two crystals near the entrance, and then you can come back for your food.
And we just hear you making a bunch of squirrel noises.
Okay. The squirrel finishes eating whatever salted nuts you've given it and walks over here, reaches out gingerly with one paw and kind of like bats at one of the crystals, and then like comes over here, comes up this way, and goes all the way up to the top, up to here, and touches that, and then comes back towards you.
Oh, excellent job. Here, have all these nuts.
Thank you. And it just kind of sits next to you.
Devo, are you a princess?
Yes. From the perspective that I'm forced, no. Yes.
That's amazing.
You're a princess? Why you no tell us?
I didn't know I was in the company of royalty.
Yes, indeed. To these small animals, I am beloved, and I love them too. But, you know, even though it was a little dangerous...
You're a princess to small animals?
Exactly.
Oh, well, that's a bit less grandiose.
No, I think that's a good thing. If you are liked by animals and children, that says something about your innate character.
Yes.
Little animals are cute too.
Especially when they make those dramatic eye motions.
It looks like it's safe. Can your spyglass see inside the cave?
I look with the spyglass. Can I see anything inside the cave?
Yeah, it's a little murky. They're on the actual line of magic. Actually, you know what? I take it back. When you look through the spyglass down the tunnel, it is just blindingly bright white light.
Oh, too bright.
Yeah.
Too bright. No see.
Does it look bright to us? Like if we look into the cave?
Totally fine. It's just
Is it
looks
like
a cave.
is it like a flashlight now? Is there just like light beaming out of the eye side of the spyglass?
I let you look through it so you can see.
Yeah, if you look through the spyglass, like at the tunnel, it's blindingly, brilliantly white. If you look anywhere else, it's fine.
Is the cave dark, or is it lit up by this ley line?
It is lit up by stuff inside of it.
Well, we're not getting any information out here. Time we go forward.
Yep.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like these crystals will harm us. But good luck.
Are you not going in, Devo?
No,
What do you mean, good
I'm
luck?
not volunteering to go first.
I will go first.
Okay.
And Solandis will put up her shield and ready herself and
You say that, but then I pick up Devo and throw him in.
You can just like hurl him across the field.
Can I catch him? Can I like be walking forward and see him go flying by and like softball grab him?
I think you see him like go above your head maybe, and give me a dex check to react fast enough, and then a second dex check to grab him out of the
I
air.
was joking, but if you really want to go with it.
Just a check.
Yeah, 2 dex checks. 1 to react in time, 1 to catch him. It should be hard to catch something thrown from behind you over your head.
Well, I get no bonuses to these.
Ah!
You know, no.
Well, natural one.
Nope.
I'm not even gonna bother
last time.
with the second one. Nope.
Yeah, not even bother.
I go to grab him after he's gone by. I'm just like, Devo is flying. Oh, and then gone.
He is a wizard. They are known to fly from time to time.
I'm actually floating right now.
That's true. Torlok is floating off the ground about 3 or 4 inches.
No, well, after landing here, presumably, I scrambled backwards.
I was joking. I'm not an asshole. Someone's like, why? I'm also a ridiculous half-orc barbarian who, it's okay.
As Devo goes by, as he lands and then goes by, I'll say, did you see anything when you scouted forward?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm going to die.
Nope. That is why I am here, is to keep you alive. Bahamut wills it. And she'll walk up to here where this first group of crystals is and take like not an arcane look, like you said that they kind of look like amethysts. Do I recognize them as something that I've seen on this island before?
Definitely not. These are weird crystals.
They're kind of pretty.
Yeah, definitely. Weird things can be pretty.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are they shaped like arrowheads by chance?
They could be if you broaden your definition of arrowhead substantially.
Maybe.
But,
maybe if we know they're not like radioactive or something, I'll try making an arrow out of one.
Wait, I have a Geiger counter. Hold on.
Well, before anyone goes any farther forward, why don't we take our first break? And when we come back, we'll see what the cave holds for all of you. See you guys in a few minutes. Bye-bye.
Ooh.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Heroes Graveyard.
Why don't we all have Snuggies? I don't understand. We went to break and we came back, and now there's a Snuggie, and not all of us have Snuggies.
You all need to attend a
I mean,
white
I don't need a
outfit.
Snuggie. I have a Snuggler buddy.
I would
like-
happily take a cat or a dog or a Snuggie at this point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah,
Dibs.
chat, if you want to provide for us, we'll give you some P.O. boxes, and we'll sort it out.
Yeah, like the Elon Musk thing where they bought him a couch. Do that, but with Snuggies.
And we are not actually rich, so we could use it.
Yeah, we'll take the Snuggies and the cats and the dogs and the blankets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a couch. If you'd like to send me a couch.
I'll take a couch, yeah.
I need a couch for my porch
See, we all need couches.
so I can lounge.
Someone call Elon Musk. He's apparently got extras. What is this stream turned
So
into?
apparently what they're doing is if they don't accept the couch, it's going to be donated to charity. So that's where I see that one going.
I'm a charity.
I will take the couch. I will put it to use. Our living room is couchless.
Or don't donate the money for the couch to charity.
Right.
I don't think they're going to buy the couch before getting permission.
Right.
No, that would
I
be
have
so much more
forecast.
fun. Like order it from IKEA and then it just shows up at his door and then he has to take the couch to like a Goodwill. That'd be amazing.
Giving people responsibilities.
Yep.
Yay.
Or a couch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you were there's ominous music and we're playing D&D.
There's
Yeah, I
Chris-
mean, it's only like
We're about
almost
to
the end
die.
of the show.
That's just my life, man.
Yeah,
We're about to die, but I'm going to be really comfortable doing it.
we're all gonna be
I
very
think you know what? If I can be comfortable before I die, that's the best situation I can be in.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's all die comfortably then. You
No.
How
have
far
approached.
with that? Because that's gonna differentiate whether I'm very comfortable or not.
Well, I don't know. Solandis and Quincy, though, you're at the neck here,
Hi.
right
Yeah.
before the water, and you seem to have stopped. Are these crystals weirding you out?
Well, I'm just kind of keeping pace with Solandis.
I stopped to get a closer look to see if I recognize them as endemic geological formations that I recognized.
Definitely,
I'm watching intently.
definitely
is my
not
radio-
native fauna.
Okay. Is my radiation
Before.
meter going up Fallout style? Like, am I about to sprout a third limb or something? Do I feel funny?
Maybe, but that's probably just normal feeling funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they are around through under ley lines, so things are gonna be weird here no matter what. As long as we think they're not dangerous. And then Solandis.
I don't know in this case, so nothing we can do except move forward.
Onward.
Solandis will nod and keep moving forward.
I'm gonna
Alright.
push Devo and we're gonna move forward.
Solandis gets a few steps forward, not particularly far, right to there. Perfect. Thank you. When the water on either side of you begins to rise,
Oh, that's. Watch out, everybody! It's a
and
whirlpool.
we should roll for initiative.
Ooh.
Sheesh.
They have funny faces.
Oh my gosh, they're cute.
They're gonna murder you.
They're cute, but they look super
Water weird.
I can't believe my squirrel didn't trigger this trap.
Oh man.
Initiative? Yeah.
Yes,
that's the
please.
thing. There we go.
You don't like my water weirds?
They're great.
I don't feel like
I
you're
love
laughing with them. I feel like you're laughing at them.
No. They're beautiful, just the way that they are.
Yeah.
would
they're-
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not the laughing type.
I rolled initiative, but it doesn't want to attach my
Don't
number.
let Quincy body shame you. You're beautiful, water weirds.
It's not the body so much as the face. I like their just kind of like droopy mouths. Like
I think it's adorable.
Maybe they're friendly.
they permanently look like they're drooling, and that I
They
think
have
that's
like waterfall mouths.
yeah.
Like imagine that water's flowing and not
Oh my
just
god,
sitting.
yeah, it's like an actual waterfall.
Yeah, it's like a waterfall in their mouth.
But like because they have an actual shape, it's like they have water beards. Ooh, that's good.
Oh my gosh, it's water beards.
Not water weirds.
It's
Mm-mm.
both.
Name change.
Oh, this is. I love when Neil tries to make things serious and it just never works out for him.
Fine. The Waterbeards go first, or at least one of them does. It will reach out for Solandis with a 21 to hit.
That is my armor class.
All right. Dealing to you just 13. It didn't crit, unfortunately. It didn't have advantage on the attack roll. But it will hit you for 13, and you are a medium or smaller creature, which means you are grappled, and you are pulled 5 feet towards the...
Do they have to like make the check first?
No, the grapple comes with the hit.
Okay.
Yeah. And an automatic pulled 5 feet into the water, or towards the Waterweird, which is like here, and we'll just move it over here. Actually, we'll just move you, like that. So you pulled on top of the crystals. You can't actually be submerged where you're standing, but next round it'll definitely be able to pull you into some water that will begin to drown you.
Have an idea for you, Neil. The babies can be called Waterweirds.
Okay.
And then when they get older, they're called Waterbeards.
Nice.
I'm just helping you, like lore, you know.
I like it.
Culture and society within them. Yeah.
Make it happen.
Quincy, it is your turn. Right. Solandis has been grappled by the ocean itself.
So I'm going to run back to here, 30 feet, and take a shot at the one that grappled Solandis. And try and offer some support. 20 to hit.
20 will indeed strike.
22 points of damage.
Sweet. Everything. That's a lot. Let me just double check to make sure if it doesn't have resistance. It does have resistance to non-magical weapons. Is your bow magical?
No.
Are the arrows magical?
Not unless the spider leg headed arrows are.
No, I don't think so. Okay. It takes 11 damage from the arrow that kind of plops through it and out the other side.
Okay. And another sharpshooter shot at it for a 9 to hit. That one's not going to do
Definitely not. Completely misses.
Does this look like a made of water, or is it just water?
It looks like some sort of elemental.
Okay.
As a wizard, you would know much about elementals. This is an elemental creature.
Do I know if elementals are intelligent?
Somewhat. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
But it is not your turn. It is Solandis' turn.
Okay. I get hugged by this thing. I am going to cast Spirit Guardians. So...
Can you cast while restrained?
I think
Sorry,
so.
I don't mean to...
Grappled, but oh no, wait, the target is restrained. Yeah, ooh, it might.
Yeah, because restraints, I believe, stop you from making melee attacks. I don't know if they stop you from casting spells.
Well, let's take a look at the definition of restrained in 5e. You are casting Spirit Guardians. Does it have a somatic component to it?
It does.
Restrained.
Might be under grapple as well.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. The creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dex saves. Your speed is 0. Grappled. Nope, you're fine. You can cast. You're good.
All right. My spiritual puppies appear and start barking and running around me.
Wonderful. What was the aura of the radius of them?
That is a 15-foot radius with centered on me.
And what type of puppies are these?
These are radiant puppies.
I mean, like, what type of dog? Like,
oh, they're all mutts. They're all like different sized mutts. They're all like the kind of things you would find at the shelter that are adorably cute. But it's like, oh, ears of a beagle and snout of a Rottweiler. Like all of them are different, but they're all puppies.
Okay, I will use a brown color for your aura then.
I'm okay with this.
Which sounds pretty muddy to me.
Are you going to get rid of the grid for this, by the way, Neil? Or
no, I was going to leave the grid.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as I cast this, I am going to... I have to designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. So my friends, they don't care. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area. When the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d8 radiant damage. So I need...
It fails its save.
Excellent. So I think it already rolled it, so that would be the 9 radiant damage.
Okay.
So I got my spirit puppies. That, I believe, is my action. Yes, it's an action. So, and I think it'd be an action to try to break free of this thing?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna stay in this thing's face with my spirit puppies. I'm done.
Okay. Torlak.
Right. I'm gonna move myself over here and attack this one. That's only 35, so I'm fine. Because I have 40 feet. Or
Oh,
40
right.
Nice.
So you have all the movement.
Yeah, because I got 10 extra movement from last level.
Right.
So you're up to about your waist in water here. You can still totally function.
Cool. Yeah, because I think I'm 8 foot 2 inches. Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
height.
You're a little big.
Yeah. It goes up to my waist, you said, though?
Yeah, it's pretty...
That's
well,
pretty
maybe if you're 8'2", it goes up to like your mid-thigh or lower thigh, actually.
Okay. So it's like I'm fishing. I'm going fishing right now.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm going to attack him with my greatsword. I'm going to go rage first. Do I want to do that? Yeah, sure. And we're gonna. Oh, that gives me 3 temporary HP now, and we will greatsword. 16 hit,
Yes, I believe a 16 will.
and I get another attack. Does a 12 hit?
No, it will not.
All right, 11 damage.
Is your great axe magical?
No, my great axe is not, because you took all my magical stuff from me.
Well,
You stripped me naked and left me with nothing. Except
made-
maybe my pants.
you made bad decisions. What can I say? It's not my fault.
I didn't make bad decisions.
Your party made bad
Slayed a dragon.
decisions. Steven made bad decisions.
Yeah,
Devo.
someone made bad
Got himself turned to stone.
Yeah.
All right, you hit once, the other attack goes wide, and it becomes Devo's turn.
Do I have the knowledge to know whether or not they're resistant to fire?
You give me an Arcana check.
Okay, Arcana.
Yeah, they're definitely resistant to fire.
Okay, what a bummer. Well then, I'm going to shoot a...
You're right, Doc. He did take my pants. I remember we were just in our undies.
I'll magic missile the one next to Solandis. So 3d4 plus 3. Or 12.
It takes 12 points of damage. And the next Waterbeard goes. This is the one next to Torlak. And it will reach out with one of its little tendrils and begin to wrap it around his knees and hips and waist.
It should
With
hit
a-
people with its beard.
16 to hit.
That should hit, because yeah.
Excellent. It grabs you for 15 damage.
You took my
and-
armor also.
Oh. And begins to move back into the water,
15
dragging
damage?
you with
2,
it.
1.
Yep.
Let's halved, right? Because it's.
Oh, because you're raging. Right, yeah. So
Right.
7.
Yeah.
Do you have your aura on as well? Your
Yes.
temporary HP aura? Okay.
Yep.
So it's like 5 damage.
5 damage, yeah.
Strong black. Okay, the next Waterbeard goes. The first one, this is the one that grappled Slandus earlier, and it will continue to try and squeeze the life out of you with another 21 to hit, so it continues to squeeze you for 17 points of damage.
All right.
It does start its turn in your aura, though, so it needs to make a save,
It does.
which is a failure.
Excellent. So it's going to take 3d8 radiant. Let me.
Oh my god, you rolled a 9 on 3d8 last round?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it was bad.
Brutal.
But this time, well, that sucked. That's better. All right, 6, 7, 8, 9.
10 damage.
One more. Yeah.
That's 10
Getting
radiant damage. That's something. And I'm sorry, how much damage did I just take?
17.
Ooh.
Yeah, a lot.
And I
the-
actually only took 4 damage instead of 5, because I forgot my aura is now 3.
And the Waterweird will drag you with it
No.
into
Where are we
the
going with you?
deep water, Salandis, in the
All
deeper water. Quincy,
I'm going to keep shooting at this one that's dragging Salandis off. For a 14 to hit, I'm going to add a D8 to that just to be safe.
You guys are doing
for
good
an
damage
18
on
to
that
hit.
thing now.
18 will
15
hit.
And then an 18 will also hit again, so it takes 32 halved to take 16 damage.
Okay.
Unless you have.
You know what?
We
I'm gonna
have each
action
one
surge.
surge. So.
I'm gonna action surge here.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, it's the same. You can do it all at once, and it comes out the same. I'm gonna do 2 more shots. An 11. I'm gonna add another D8. For 12, that's probably not gonna do it.
Nope.
And
shy.
a 21 will hit for another 20, so it takes another 10.
Right, it takes another 10 points of damage.
Do I have any way to get another attack?
So much
No.
damage.
It does a lot of damage. There's just now arrows kind of floating in the Waterweird, who has
What's the
shrunken
+10
down
mod?
in size. Sharpshooter feet.
That's ridiculous.
I take -5 to hit for it, so I miss more often. Is the
Oh
downside.
yeah, that's true.
He does one thing, but he does it really well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Salandis, it is your turn, and the Waterweird that is grabbing you and holding you is pretty small now. It's barely above the water.
Okay. I'm gonna try to break
it's
free
a
of this
little baby.
grapple. That's a strength check? Strength saving throw?
Athletics check.
Athletics.
Yes.
Okay.
It's adorable.
Oh, jeez.
I like to imagine that it slowly loses its beard and becomes
Aw.
a water weird.
Becomes a water.
That's exactly what happened.
That's only an 8. So
Yeah, you try and wrestle out of this, but it just begins to drag you under. And you find yourself swept off your feet and barely with your head above the water.
I
Next
need to
round.
mention this, but is Spirit Guardians a concentration spell?
it is.
Ooh.
I
so
think
make
it's-
a
actually,
con
wait. Let
check?
me double check. Yeah, it is concentration.
Can you give me a Constitution saving throw for that 17 damage you took? You'll need a 10 or higher. Ooh.
There we go.
Perfect.
My puppies stay! Yay, puppies! No, Fred, don't go anywhere. I need you. Okay. As a bonus action, since I couldn't break free of this thing, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself because this thing hurts.
Mhm.
So, come on, Healing Word. All right, so I'm gonna get 5 back, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep concentrating on my spirit puppies and hope this thing dies soon, or I can.
It's definitely gonna die.
Who knows? But I'm done.
If you don't manage to kill it on your next 3d8, I think you deserve death at that point.
Well, that's right.
Oh, well, all right. If you would like to make that declaration, I'm going to roll several ones today, so we'll see what happens.
Quincy is known to be somewhat judgmental. I'm sorry, Torlak, it is your turn.
Torlax puts his spikes back up and the aura goes around him. And now I'm going to hit this guy in the face again.
With a roll to hit.
Yeah. And that does
Ooh.
not hit. I'm having a little bit of struggle. Yep. So I'm like, I go slashing and I'm like just putting it in the water. It's just not going.
It's
so
just,
hot.
it's not hitting anything, but the water is grappling you and trying to drag you away.
Torlax like mumbling to himself. He's like, I know like water.
Yes, Maggie's characters have had come to brutal ends near water in the past. I think all of them. You turned to stone on a boat and drowned in another boat, and now about to be drowned in this water. Devo, it's your turn.
Can you remind me
not
how
on
you
both.
see how far you're gonna move as you move?
Tap the space bar once you're dragging your character.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, I forgot about that.
All right.
I refuse to drink the
I
weird
believe
water.
you have this covered. So I'm going to shoot off a firebolt at the left one.
The firebolt hits.
Wow, 16.
8 points of damage. As it splashes into the water, hissing, boiling some of it, but really not being super effective. That Waterweird will continue to grapple at Torlak with a miss. But that's okay, because all it needs to do is drag you into the deep part of the water and
Wait,
drown you.
You missed the grapple?
It's already grappling, but I'm having it roll attack checks, attack
Wait,
rolls
when
to
did
continue
when
the
did it grapple
damage.
me?
Last round when it hit you?
When it first grappled you, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that was a grapple.
Yeah, it's
You
a
can try breaking
constricting
free, though.
grapple.
Okay.
The next
There's no
water,
counter to that. That's just
the
They-
It takes oh, sorry.
the water weird over here just kind of sinks underwater, dragging
has to-
Salandis with
It
it.
has to make a
Make
save.
a wisdom
Oh.
saving throw first.
Right. Never mind. 3d8,
Roll
Awesome.
3 ones.
3 ones. It has
Well,
4
let's
HP. Oh.
There we go. There we go. Hey!
Oh, all right.
Well, it's a
Overkill.
20. It's 20 radiant damage from the puppies.
It vanishes. It turns into what was on top turns into like a cool mist, and what was below the waves kind of turns into this effervescent bubbling thing that comes up in between your armor and across your scales.
Ooh, that feels good. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to dry off this armor again, but ooh, right now it's kind of like a spa. It's nice.
Yeah. Quincy, it is your turn.
2 shots at that water beard that's dragging Torlak off. Needs to stop that. That's a miss. That's. I'll go ahead and add a D8. I've got 2 more of those. Go ahead and give it a shot. That's probably going to be a hit.
That's definitely a hit.
16 points of damage to that.
All right. It takes a hit to its midsection, and the arrow kind of just floats in it.
And I'll chase after a little bit just to get back into position. And yeah,
Wonderful.
is constrict a concentration?
Does it have to maintain concentration to constrict you?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Salandis.
All right, I'm gonna swim to shore. Come on.
Sure. It's difficult terrain, but you can do so.
I'm having a hard time moving my character. Yeah, I want to go as straight as possible towards the other waterbeard.
Mhm.
And my spirit puppies follow me.
Yep.
They're very obedient. And I think I can get close enough for Sacred Flame. That guy's probably within 60 feet at that point. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm within 60 feet even before I move. Yeah, so I'm gonna Sacred Flame him. So
Yay, more fire.
I need him to make a dexterity saving throw.
Sacred Flame is actually a radiant ability,
It is.
which he fails badly on.
Awesome. So that's 2d8 radiant. That'll be 9 radiant damage.
Lovely.
I'm gonna crawl up onto shore and be very upset that I'm gonna have to clean out my armor again.
Sure, so this is 10, 20, 30 feet of movement. That's difficult
Can I
terrain.
instead go north? I don't feel
Yeah.
comfortable
10,
about going over the sharpish
20.
rocks.
There you go. Yeah, you can climb up onto shore.
Yeah, let's do that.
Perfect. Torlak.
All right. I can still hit him while he's grappling me, though, right?
Absolutely.
I think it's disadvantage on your attack rolls.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think it also gets advantage against you on attack rolls.
Oh, it should have advantage, but I think it missed last round anyway. Yeah, 6 is still missed. Yeah, you should have disadvantage because you are restrained.
But you can make I think it's only DC 13 to break out.
Yeah, I guess I'll break out of it. That's what I was debating, whether I wanted to break out of it or if I could hit him.
There goes the player's handbook. There we go. So what are you gonna do here?
Can I make an athletics check to get out of it?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
Boom. You have freed yourself from the creature, and you still have all your movement.
I have my movement, but I can't like attack, right?
Right.
I will just stand. I'm just be like grumpy.
Stand there grumpy like.
Yeah, I'm like I ungrapple myself from like his grasp, and I'm like, let go of me, and then that's kind of it.
All right. Devo.
Devo fires off another firebolt. 13.
13 will hit.
Ooh. 7 fire.
All right. You do 3 damage to it as it hisses slightly.
Turn it to steam.
Yes. The Waterbeard goes, and it'll actually swim through the water past Torlak, giving Torlak an attack of opportunity if he so desires to use his reaction on that.
Yes, sorry, my mouse is acting up.
Send your cat after it.
Nope.
Nope. Swing and a miss. And the Waterbeard will reach out for Devo, who's close enough to be reached, and hit you for 14 damage, Devo. Dragging you 5 feet closer to it.
Sorry about that, buddy. I'm gonna use my reaction to cast shield.
20 won't hit you then?
Nope. My armor class is 16, so shield will give it the +5, I believe.
Wonderful. Great. Quincy, it's your turn.
All right, 2 more shots at this still a Waterbeard. So a 22 will hit it for 16 points of damage, and then a 9 is going to miss it. But if a 12 hit from Trump?
No.
13 good for me.
13 hit.
Okay, I'll save my last one.
Alright. Salandis, you are next.
All right, I'm gonna swing around to there. So this guy is now being attacked by my puppies,
Mm-hmm.
and I am gonna Sacred Flame. So he's got to do another Dex saving throw.
Here we go. No, a terrible roll.
Nice. That's gonna be
Oh my god.
14 radiant damage.
The Waterweird is a shadow of its former self, barely holding on to reality, like the rest of us. Torlak.
Torlak is going to. It feels like he's just, running a marathon, running back and forth.
All
And
right.
he's try to hit this Waterweird.
I think it'll take your whole turn to get there because it's difficult terrain through the water. Because
She's floating.
Oh,
He's
that's
floating.
right. You're floating. You just walk across the water.
Yeah.
You don't even
the only
care.
reason why I couldn't float before was because I was grappled.
Right. Yeah. You're totally fine. You just do.
Okay.
Green pizza.
20 hits.
That'll do it. 8 points of damage because it's resistant to it. Won't kill it. The 11 is a miss, though.
Okay.
Leaving us with Devo staring down the Waterweird.
All right. I've got a good feeling about this, I say, as I cast my Fire Bolt. However, I'm going to use the 12 from Porton, which
Alright.
with my plus will be enough.
Okay, that's a hit.
Oh, wow. I replaced
Should've-
my crit. Anyways,
Yeah.
it does.
I don't think spells
Three
can
damage.
crit, so
They do, actually. Spells
No.
can crit.
it's the same damage as normal on the.
Really?
Yep.
Well, you kill it either way. But I thought spells in 5e did crit.
No.
It's only if they have to make a saving throw that it's not like if they roll a 1, but if you attack somebody, if it's an attack roll, no matter what you're attacking with, a spell, a weapon, anything, if you roll a natural 20,
Really?
it is double the dice.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
'Cause it doesn't do that for Firebolt, because he rolls 2d10 normally.
Yeah.
Yes, but if he crit, then he rolls 4d10.
Yeah.
No, he just rolled a crit, and it was still 2d10.
Roll 2d10 plus 2d10.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it put the rolls under 2 different things.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
it
It's
crit
one
dice.
Okay.
plus the other. So you
Yeah.
can see how much you crit versus how much
Okay.
your base damage was.
Okay.
Either way, it be dead. Either
Yes.
way,
It's helpful
super dead.
sometimes because sometimes there's another reason why that doesn't end up being a crit.
hmm
Excellent. Well,
Well, nothing to it.
I've never been attacked by the ocean before. That was uncomfortable.
Me neither.
Are all of you okay? You look okay.
I feel
Yes,
okay.
thanks to your great protection.
That's what I do.
I know like water. He gets out of the water.
yeah, I mean, you weren't even in it, but yeah,
Yeah, he was above it. He didn't like it.
you dismount the water.
Yeah.
So
Do you need a moment to rest, Solandis, or can we keep going?
If you'd like to take an hour, I would appreciate it.
I would appreciate an hour to bind a few of these wounds and dry this off because it's stinky, wet armor. Ugh.
And yeah, can we take a short rest?
Was
Where
there a
would you
crystal
like?
right there?
Excuse me?
So was there a crystal right here?
No.
Okay, I thought there was.
There shouldn't
I
have
think
been.
just head south into the woods a little bit and then make camp. Not too far out, but maybe like 10-minute walk.
So you guys are gonna not go in the caves to rest.
But not just right here.
Yeah, I mean we could do it right there too. I was thinking
Yeah,
of
just-
getting out of sight of the mouth of the cave, but
Right here at this narrow neck where the Waterweirds attacked you.
no, he put this bit right here in
Oh.
the trees.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
this will be good. They'll be constricted on this bridge.
Sure, it's just an hour. We can keep watch on the cave mouth.
All right. You guys sit around, catching your breath, tending to your wounds, resting your eyes, and rememorizing some spells.
All right.
Yep. I'll take 3 first level spells back.
Wonderful.
I don't have to spend anything. I just get all my stuff
Slide.
back.
Landis rolls a 7 for hit dice.
Yeah.
You get your
I'm
con bonus, correct?
Yep. So that's a 9. So I'm probably gonna roll one more. So I'm up to 26.
Oof.
That's really funny.
I should just do this here, shouldn't I?
That's
Ah.
really fun.
Ah, beautiful.
All right. Well, I guess I'm rolling one more. There we go.
Alrighty then. Looks like everybody is back to full. Some of you were overfilled. And
I'll pet my spiritual puppies and be like,
All right, Toby, Steve, Fred, Clyde, Bob, be good. Bye.
and they all vanish after a minute.
Torlak is like, what is going on?
Spiritual puppies. Did you want to say hi before they go away?
And like one of them will come
No,
running over to you.
I'm good.
All right, they're cute. All right, I'm ready to go.
okay. The party is rested. And it's time to go, I think.
Okay.
All right.
I will once again take point, although my AC didn't help too much the last time. But
Torlak will follow closely as well.
and when I get to the place where I got attacked by the Waterbeards, I'd like to move semi-cautiously, waiting to be attacked again. Like kind of 5 feet.
No. You have to move quickly.
I don't want to be chased into this cave.
And so I'll just like 5 feet, look. 5 feet, look. 5 feet, look. Do. And so far, nothing has happened, so she'll just keep on going. And then she'll walk up to these big giant crystals.
So Devo, your squirrel friend, said that these things were okay.
Well, they touched them and nothing bad happened. That's about all I can say.
Maybe you should touch them, Devo.
I'd rather not. Looks like there's some great amount of magical energy here.
But the squirrel was okay, right?
Yeah, but why risk it when you don't have to touch it? Onward!
Fair enough.
And she will just walk into the cave.
Okay. Well, go ahead. You'll notice the spiritual puppies are gone. I should get rid
Spiritual
of
puppies are
your aura.
gone.
Yeah. If we get rid of your aura, you'll notice that very quickly the ground before you begins to change. It takes on like a purplish hue to it. Oh.
Like the same purplish as the crystals?
Yeah,
Kinda like
it's
it's
very
mixed in.
similar. Mhm.
Okay.
Is it only when we walk on it, or is it like it's just that color?
No, you
I
can
think it's
like
the ground
see
up
it
ahead,
before you.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
you can see it on the map.
20 feet in front of Solandis.
Yeah, I'll step up a little.
Oh, okay, I see. It just looks different.
Yeah, I'll move up to it and take a closer look. Does it look like the whole floor of the cave is made out of the same thing as those crystals, or is it just
No,
mixed
it
in?
looks like it's regular earth and stone, but it just has a hue to it.
Does it have a line of like? Is it like a straight line like it is on the map?
No, it's not a straight line. It's a little bit more of a gradient, but
Okay.
we can only do so much with the resources we have.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna reach down and like grab a claw full of this purple earth and walk back towards the mouth of the cave. And does the earth remain the same color, or does it
It
change?
does.
Okay.
Something has tainted the ground here.
Ah, it's clearly the
Probably.
excess mana energy.
Those crystals. Or mana energy.
Yeah, the ley line. It carries magic, so some of it is bound to get grounded in the ground.
Either way, I think we need to. Our goal does not change here, regardless of what's happened to the ground. We need to go in and kill the volcano.
It's actually much easier than that. We just need to go in and smash an orb.
Hopefully. Orbs are guesses.
And Solandis will.
I like smashing things.
Neil, what is this up here that I see on the map? What, from a distance, what am I seeing right there?
I was actually gonna move up and be like, "Hey, what's this thing?"
It looks like a giant toadstool.
Oh.
Okay.
So Solandis, as you walk in, everybody else, you'll see this as she begins to like cross that threshold of purplish colored ground. Her shield begins to like shimmer slightly, as if like waves of something are hitting it and like rolling off of it and then past her.
Like the air?
Yeah, except there's no movement of the air.
Probably corrupted.
You have like a magical shield, right?
I do.
Okay. Stepping
It's
in, does my
probably
light
good
stone
nature, so
react
I'm
at all?
guessing.
Do you have a light stone?
Oh, did I lose it?
I think you got stripped of all of your gear.
Okay, so I wasn't sure if they would have taken that or not. It was like a small little thing I had tied.
I
to
mean,
my
they
belt.
stripped you down to your underwear, so
Okay,
unless
yeah.
it was tucked in your like secret underwear pocket that men have that we don't tell women about, then
Secret
yeah.
underwear pocket?
There's a pocket on the inside. I'm not really supposed to be talking about
Okay.
this.
So they
That's
tossed
too
all
late
the
now.
stuff.
Powerful here.
There are no secret underwear.
I no longer have my light
pockets.
stone. That's unfortunate.
Do
Am I
I think
empowered by all this arcane energy around?
You feel the hairs on the back of your neck stand on end.
All of us do, or just...
Just Devo.
me? I've got no hair. Do I feel my scales standing on it?
No, they're
Like my
fine.
frill? If I'm looking at this shield and I see these waves, do I feel like the shield is changed, reacting, having anything? It still
Nope.
feels like the same shield?
Regular shield. You don't even feel pressure from the waves rippling around it. You just visually see it. It's that same sort of like bioluminescent effect that happened when Hagitha just extended her hand into the stream before, but this time with your shield. Does anyone else have anything magical on them? I don't think so.
No.
Took it all.
Yes, I have Dandrin's dagger.
Dandrin's dagger will have that same effect on it as well.
Maybe they're supercharged while we're in here.
Does my shield feel supercharged?
How would it feel? How could you tell if it felt supercharged?
I
It
would
lights up,
imagine-
right?
It's more of like waves rippling around it, as if you were doing, like if you were in a wind tunnel.
Oh, no,
that
no,
had
I
like
meant
colored clouds on it, and then you put something, and you can see the clouds
Right.
rippling around.
I meant more like the effect of it is that it's a light shield, right?
No,
Like,
it's
it lights up?
it's just a +1 shield.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
It-
a continual light thing.
Nope.
I'm gonna
Okay.
poke the toadstool with my axe.
It kind of
Wait, don't
rocks
lick
back
it.
and forth gently for a little bit, and then comes to a stop.
Let's move
Or like
past.
laughs at it.
You're very easily entertained. Let's move forward.
I'll kind of push forward, try to get back into the lead here, taking my role as something of a defender fairly seriously. And as we walk, does the shield feel? It's not vibrating. It's not. Oh, passage. It's not vibrating. It's not physically reacting in any way.
Correct.
Okay.
Nope.
Nothing in
How
there.
tall is this cave wall ceiling?
The cave is about 8 feet, maybe a little bit more than 8 feet tall. I think the lowest point would be 8. The highest points is maybe 9, but it like averages 8.2 or something.
Okay.
And it's about 10 feet wide, so it's wider than it is tall. It's like,
Got it. I'll dismiss my familiar in here.
gone.
Since we're pretty deep into this cave about now, do I hear anything? Do I notice any footprints on the dirt? Do I think that we're the only people that have been in here?
That's a good question. Why don't you make me a survival check to see if you can find any tracks or signs of passage or anything like that.
Let's see. 13.
Torlak is also like crouched.
Right, you'll have to be if you're floating a few inches and then you're 8 feet. There's no footprints anywhere.
Do the walls have any like patterns on them or anything like that? Or
There's all this like weird softly glowing moss, and these crystals are shedding a little bit of light everywhere. Like this entire inner passageway is glowing with magical moss and magical rocks and semi-magical earth, and it's a whole. It's like if you just put a whole bunch of magic in a jar and shook it up and just saw what happened. That's what's going on here.
Torlak takes some of the moss off the wall and eats it. What happens?
Solandris will prepare to heal you. That's
not the weirdest thing that he's put in his mouth, so.
That's true. Please give me a con save.
All right.
It just tastes a little funny. And when you eat it, your stomach feels a little upset, like you've had too much coffee on an empty stomach. But the feeling passes within a few minutes.
Don't lick the wall.
Good advice. I wouldn't lick anything in here, actually, but that's just me, the healer.
You know, that's not a bad idea, Torlak. If they ever dilly-dally, I'll start gathering up the moss.
As long as you don't try to put it in your mouth. If I think you're about to put it in your mouth, Solandris might be there with a claw, being like, nope,
no eating.
Don't worry about me. Just
We're making very slow progress here. Let's see if we can move forward here. I'm getting a bit antsy.
Be careful. We don't know what is ahead, and if it is the sorceress, she is incredibly dangerous. I would rather be cautious instead of fumbling into
What's
something.
this little platform? Oh.
That is a slightly raised little platform. It doesn't look man-made or anything. It just looks like a section of earth that's uplifted.
I am the king of the crystal cave.
He says while ducking.
So this is just like this cave is cutting straight into the
No,
mountain.
he's sitting on it like it's a throne.
Nice.
And he's got his feet dangling.
There's a side path. Should we explore it?
Which way would lead deeper into the volcano?
Can we tell? Because sometimes you can feel like the air or whatever. Does the air feel different?
The air is quite still, but so far, this has been a literal straight shot from the outside.
Well, imagine...
It seems like the volcano is deeper into the mountain, although who knows which path actually goes in that direction later on.
Shall we continue the path that seems to go in the direction we want to go?
What if this is a short detour, though? And what if there's something down here? I'd hate for something to come up and attack us from the rear.
There
Like
could
treasure.
be honor down there.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
So Devo is going to theorize that the magical ley line dug through the cave. Is that a possible explanation for why this tunnel is so one-directional?
Perhaps, yes. But the tunnel doesn't look to be crafted by people. It doesn't look like someone dug this tunnel out. It seems to be a natural formation.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes a difference to your theory crafting.
No, that's fine. It's not like the energy carved this through.
It could.
Okay.
It's a laser.
Yeah.
Laser.
It's a laser.
Maybe.
Lasers create all sorts of crystals in their path. That's a thing.
Torlak is gonna start walking this way.
Solandris will be pointing down towards the way that kind of goes straight and sees everybody go in the other direction and goes,
Okay, we'll go this way. And she'll
But there might be something here.
Honor.
There's probably nothing.
and she'll once again be like, if you want to go this way, okay, and kind of muscle her way up front and try to
Oh, there's
keep
another
her shield
thing.
in front of her.
It's on top of this. He's like, one throne is never enough.
You look very regal. Are you also a princess?
No.
Oh. Have you tried talking to small animals?
Yes.
Okay. It's always worth a try.
All right. As we're going,
no,
and this
more
path
decisions.
seems to be winding around. Can I see down this separate path? Are there footprints? Are there signs of passage?
Give
Are
me
there-
another survival check.
Sure. Yeah, I'm looking for footprints, signs of someone else going through, or like if this looks different than the other path. But that's only
Can we all kind of do that or no?
Yeah, sure. Slandis, you see 3 sets of footprints in front of you. One looks to belong to something large, one looks to belong to something small, and one looks to belong to something quite medium.
That is my second natural one of the night. So there.
We are not survival.
Oh my god, we are the worst survival.
Everybody wait.
We are
People
not
have come through
surviving.
before us.
Scout. I was
I
a
mean,
scout.
I did lick the wall,
Winston.
so.
Yeah, that's just... I don't know why. There's no explanation for this.
Well, the problem is we're trying to survive in a volcano, which is inherently a bad idea. So
I think there were people here before us. I see footprints.
I see footprints too.
Another branch.
Wow, Solandis.
Maybe,
We
but
should
maybe
go
they
that
are my footprints.
Final
like that
Fantasy
shirt.
logic says we should go left here. You always start by going left.
Isn't that
Okay.
also mazes? Don't you always hug the left
When you
wall?
say go left, Torlak goes right.
We went right the first time, so we should go right again.
Torlak, you're getting your directions mixed.
Oh, was it the other left?
No, this is correct.
Oh, very well.
We went right the first time, so we should
I was-
keep going right.
I was breaking the fourth wall anyways. I suppose this is what I get. Oh, what is that? And
You see a little flying bat-like thing that looks towards you, and it's just kind of floating in place, flapping its wings, looking at you.
I'm shooting it.
just as Solandis comes
14.
around the corner, is like,
Is there something we can
Adding a
talk
DA
to?
to that. 16 to hit.
Right, it's just a bat.
16 will hit it.
17 damage.
You strike it for 17, and we roll initiative.
Hold on. Do I get a second shot?
Yeah, I guess you do get two attacks with a single action.
24 to hit.
You
for
crit it.
24 damage.
Jeez.
You slaughter it. Let's roll initiative.
Why are we rolling initiative? It's dead.
There are more.
Ooh, there we
No.
go.
Oh my god.
That was just a baby. Now the mama's mad. Bats are cute too.
Oh yeah, everyone did roll initiative. Wonderful. All right, Quincy, you're the first one to go.
I'm going into Overwatch. First bat I see gets shot.
All right. And sure enough, a mud mephit pops out.
All right, I'm shooting at it. I get 2 attacks.
With your
it's
reaction, you get just the one.
It's 1 action, but you get 2 attacks with the action. It's when you take the attack action, you get 2 attacks.
But when you take your reaction, I think you just get 1 attack regardless
I
of the
think
number
you
of attacks
use the
you would
attack.
get.
Okay, I think you get both.
He's not
but
taking a reaction though, right?
it's
He's
a
holding
reaction,
his
but
action
it's a
for an
reaction
action.
to take the attack.
Oh, because you're holding your action.
He's holding his action. It's different
Okay.
than when he's just reacting.
Okay, it's not the same. All right, go for it.
So the 13 is probably a miss, and then I'll do a 24 to hit for 29 points of damage.
Actually, the 13's a hit. They're
Okay,
both hit.
so 29 and another 19 on top.
It splatters into small
Oh, these
pieces and
plants are
falls to the
First shot have
ground.
killed it?
I have some in my house.
No.
Okay.
They're like little tunnel plants. They look so cool.
Yep. Now there's just these muddy, elementally demony thingies on the ground.
Those are creatures?
Well, the mud mephits were. They were creatures before they got exploded.
so body parts is what he's saying. There's body parts.
What's this mushroom like?
Those are different mushrooms. They're more
Or like
fluty.
also hits them with his sword.
Philandrus waits patiently to heal or
He's like, I just poke it.
All right. When you poke it, it falls, and like where you poked it, everything above that just topples off. Even though you didn't hit it very hard, it's like it severs it, and it just like boop, plops to the ground.
Oh, they're very smooshy.
Don't lick it.
I don't like it. Oh, okay.
Nah. It's gonna taste like
guys?
human. It's not gonna be good.
What?
Devo, where'd you go?
In the front, Solandis?
Yes, I was until the front became the back. I'm coming. And she'll.
See, we should have gone left in the first place.
There was a mushroom. I had to see what it did.
As we go down this new path, I would once again like to look around and see, do I notice that if the air has changed, are we actually getting deeper into the volcano? Is it getting hot?
No, the temperature stays the same, the air stays the same, but there's a thing in front of you.
Okay.
And
Could you be more specific?
Yeah, there's like a section of earth that
That
is
looks like a golem.
turning to face you, and it's got these different colored crystals kind of sticking out of it all over the place.
Hi.
I'm gonna shoot at that.
All right, I think we should just roll initiative at this point.
Selena seems to be faster about saying, wait, I want to speak to it.
All right.
In this party,
I'll do
apparently.
initiative.
I'm down with speaking to things. I'm also down with punching things.
Some of these will work.
Look, you never negotiate with elementals
Yeah.
because they're usually not intelligent and they can't talk to you. They're just gonna try and punch you in the face.
All right, well, Quincy,
Wants
Buddy
to
will-
talk with everybody, though.
22 for the first shot for 22 points of damage, and 5 for the second shot. That's nice.
wow. 22 will hit. Hold on, let me open up my book. Double check my notes.
Did you tell me elementals were at least somewhat intelligent, Neil?
Yes.
Okay.
What's this thing sticking out of the ground?
That is a column that goes all the way to the ceiling.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful.
We're clipping through the art so we can see on the inside.
Does it seem to be resistant or immune or anything?
It is resistant to your damage, yes.
Okay. Expected.
Resistant.
Okay. Next is another mud method, which will flutter over here.
Oh, he has bad friends.
Shh.
Bad friends.
Another one will go there, and then it will be Devo's turn.
All right, Devo will cast a firebolt at the earth elemental.
Your firebolt streaks across the air right between Quincy and Slandis, striking and enveloping the earth elemental with flames for 12 points of damage. Voila. Yes, I've already added the damage to it. Perfect. Slandis.
All right, Solandis will move up a little bit and take a slightly more defensive position, and then she's gonna call out to this elemental and say,
Do you know anything about what's going on in this volcano?
And in what language are you calling this out?
well, you know, I think in the heat of battle, she'd probably say it in Draconic.
Okay. Excellent. You call out to the earthen creature before you, who has no eyes and no face and no mouth and is just kind of a weird moving earth thingy with green crystals sprouting from its shoulders and head and arms, and it has no response to you at all. In fact, it just continues moving, but it can't because it's not on its turn.
Okay, and do I think, like, getting a good look at this thing before I decide how do I want to attack it, does this look like other elementals I've seen, but you, like, the crystals, are they some of these purple crystals that have been everywhere?
No, these are green crystals. They're very different.
All right.
Where they come from, you don't know. You haven't seen them in this cave. And you've probably seen or read about elementals before, and this looks sort of like them. It matches like 75% of the description that you've heard of.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to try to Sacred Flame it, so it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Earth elementals are not particularly dexterous.
All right, that's going to be 8 radiant damage. And I will stand there with my shield and prepare for whatever comes at me.
Right, Torlak.
All right. I guess I have to kind of run up to something. So,
Or
probably
you
go
could
to this
hang
bat.
out and wait for something to run up to me.
Yeah, it's not my style. I'm gonna run up to this bat. Can I hit the bat?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I don't know because if it's flying or whatever. But I'm tall, so.
Mhm.
22 hit
Yes, that'll hit.
and a 13.
For damage?
No, does the 13 hit?
No. Yes, the 13 will hit as well.
Okay. So that's my damage.
So that is 21 points of damage to it. You basically hack it to bits. It's still alive somehow against all odds, but it has fallen from the sky, landing on its back, sort of twitching on the ground as its like wing is sort of there and its like torso is sort of there. It's barely being held together. It won't last long.
Okay.
One of these little...
I'll probably rage. Because why not?
This little guy will fly over here right up to Torlak and inhale and exhale this muddy breath onto you. You need to make me a DC 11 dexterity saving throw or be restrained for 1 minute.
Dex.
Dex to Torlak.
Dex. So is it a Dex saving throw?
Yes, please.
I think I get advantages on Dex saving throws.
I think you do when you're raging.
Yeah. So we will do advantage. 16.
That will save. Don't even worry about it.
Nice.
I like dodge.
Well, it is now the Mephit's turn. The Elemental's turn.
Did you just basically try to throw up on me? It's gross.
Yeah, it just puked all over you, and you just kind of gingerly got out of the way somehow.
Oh man, you need drink more water.
The Elemental comes to here, and then like walks into this wall and disappears.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be totally fine.
Yeah, nothing
Absolutely.
bad is gonna happen.
Nah, it'll be great. He's retreating.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and shoot 2 shots. One at the actually, yeah, just both at the mud method on Torlak.
Okay.
14 to hit. I believe that hits because the 13 did it.
Yes, it does.
17 damage, and a 5 is gonna miss.
Yes. All right. The Mud Mephit next to Torlak is wounded. The one on the ground that is dying will try and puke some more mud on Torlak.
Okay. I will make my Dex save. 18.
Yeah, you're fine. It does nothing. The next one will fly on through next to Selendis and puke mud all over you, Selendis.
This is what you get for eating the stuff on the walls.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yes, please.
What?
I'm talking to the Mephit.
Oh, okay.
That's only a 6.
Excellent. You are
You think if I eat
restrained.
stuff on wall, I could barf like that?
I think if you eat the stuff on the walls, you'll definitely barf like that.
All right,
Well,
I'm
I was thinking
restrained.
about licking more of the stuff on the wall.
All right, Devo, it's your turn.
All right. I know that thing's coming at me, so I'm gonna move over here, and I'm going to shoot off a magic missile. Let's do 1 on the bottom left, 2 on the right.
Okay.
Actually, let's do 2 on the bottom left and 1 on the bottom right. So that's the bottom left and then right for 3.
Okay, so this is the bottom left, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Perfect. So you hit the bottom left for 8 and it dies. You hit the bottom right for 3 and it lives. Solandis.
Okay, I'm gonna once again summon my puppies. So I need both of those methods to make wisdom saving throws.
All right, but here's the question. Can you remember the names of your puppies? You listed 4 of them before.
Oh, yes. So I've got Clyde, Bob, Fred, Steve, and Toby.
Damn. Are those the names of real puppies you have? Or-
Lauren? No, sadly, I have no puppies. They
Okay.
are just fun names.
Does it specify, out of curiosity, if they go through walls, the spectral puppies? Because if so, that earth elemental might be in its range.
You know, I was thinking about that, and I don't think it says anything. You cast forth, blah, blah. They float around you to a distance of 15 feet for the duration, which is 10 minutes concentration. The puppies ignore you. And
I think they can affect things that are within Earth or something. Yeah. That seems fine.
they are spirits, so they can go through walls. So if that earth elemental is anywhere within 15 feet of me, Clyde and Fred are immediately going to run into the wall and go after him, and then I need everybody to make wisdom saving throws.
All right. Well, one method fails, the other method fails, and the Earth Elemental is indeed close enough and also fails.
Excellent. They all take 16 radiant damage, and their speed is halved. I
All
actually
right.
rolled well for that.
This one dies, and at the end of your turn, you can make another dex save to break free of the mud.
That would be awesome. Let's see if I can do that. No, that's a 10?
Nope. 11's the number.
All right, I will stay there.
You have no choice. Torlak.
All right. I'm going to make a reckless attack this time. So if the creature wants to attack me, it gets advantage.
Wonderful.
So that's fine. I can put that in chat too. And I'm going to attack.
Let's get your attacks at advantage. That's definitely a hit. Ooh. Whole bunch of damage on that method. It falls to the ground, gimping and limping until you obliterate it. And it's with that the earth underneath Devo's feet begins to rumble, and the earth elemental pops out of the ground right under him, multi-attacking him.
Even with his speed halved, he made it all the way to there?
Yes, actually. Yes. With his speed halved... Actually, he barely makes it to there. That's exactly his movement left.
Huh.
But he does.
At the beginning of his turn, he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Will do. Natural 20. Don't even worry about it. It's fine.
Oh.
Well, nope, he still takes half damage.
Oh, okay. Roll me some damage then, please.
Yeah, my puppies they're nasty.
Yeah. Gotta do something about these puppies.
3d8. Map. All right.
17?
17, half of 17 radiant damage.
8 then. Yeah. Anyway, it pops up next to Devo and slams him with one fist, and then slams him with another. 11 doesn't hit you.
Right. 21 does.
Please take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Funny?
Almost minimum damage.
I mean, it does 2d8 plus 5, and so like 8 bludgeoning
He's like
damage.
so excited to attack you, and then he's just like, "Are you serious?"
I love when that happens.
All right, Quincy, it's your turn.
All right. Let's see. 2 sharpshooter shots at this elemental's back. There's no positional system. I know it's like a variant rule, but you're not using the variant for like directional facing, right?
Right.
Okay.
No flanking.
Yeah.
No, we're not using flanking, yeah.
Okay. So 13 to hit. I'm going to add a d8 to it because I need to get that thing away from Devo. 19 will probably do it, and the second attack is at an 18. Do those both hit? 19
and 18 do both hit, yes.
Okay, so 2 hits for a total of 42 damage, cut in half, 21.
All right. The Earth Elemental takes a flurry of arrows into its back, and it becomes Devo's turn.
I like to imagine there's just arrows spiking out of it.
You know what they say about cornering gnomes, I say as I pull out my
What do they say?
dagger. And I'm going to strike at it with my dagger.
Trandon's
Oops.
just...
You know what? You don't hit it, Devo. You really, really don't hit it. Slandus, can you tell us why Devo rolls a natural 1 with Drandon's magic dagger?
Get away from me!
Yeah, I think he pulls out the dagger, and it's this cool magic dagger, and I guess all magic in this area has that weird shimmery effect going on. So I would think you'd be a little distracted by like, ooh, magical effect.
He's distracted by his own magic. It's wonderful. I like it. Slandus, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I'm still restrained, so I can't move. This thing is in Devo's face, so I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Devo. So you get 6. Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. Not Cure Wounds. Healing Word. I need the one that's not touch. So Healing Word on Devo.
Wow,
Get
more.
7, because I rolled better. So you get 7 hit points back. And then, as part of my Voice of Authority, immediately after I cast a spell on an ally using a spell slot of first level or higher, that ally can make a reaction to make one weapon attack against the target. So you can try that dagger again.
You
Go
know,
for it.
I'm not going to take it.
Oh.
What? Why not?
I need my reaction for something else.
Oh,
Yeah,
for the
I
shield
know.
spell. Okay.
Fair enough. And then I will try to break free of being restrained, because I like being able to move. 17?
There you go. You are freed at the end of your turn after you have an opportunity to make a movement. So no movement, but
That's
you're
all
adjacent
right.
to it already. Torlak, buddy old pal.
I'm gonna move on up and get on that booty. And hit it with my sword. And I am also going to do it recklessly.
Good
Which-
job.
It's not going so well for me.
That one will do it though.
There we go.
You hack into it, and it is resistant to your axe damage. The Earth Elemental goes, and it will multi-attack once more. It's got...
It needs to make a wisdom
11.
saving throw.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Puppies.
Boom! Pass. It takes 5.
Takes 5.
Devo, it's gonna pummel you into the earth.
You can try.
So a slam attack against you for a 28.
Come on, that's 48 plus 5.
Oh, come on, you stupid attack, you piece of crap monster.
That did amazing. Are you kidding me?
No, its average damage is 14. If it did 14 and 14, it would have been out. This is below. Oh, I guess
It
the
rolled-
8,
it
the
rolled
9
above
is...
average. It was
No,
1
it's
point
fine.
on average.
Yeah, this is average. This is
It could have
exactly
been
average.
worse. Could have been a lot worse, but still not good.
Okay, 24. Sure.
You're still standing, right?
Yes.
Right, you know, Torlak, we get advantage on Torlak. So the Earth Elemental will...
Still standing though.
It is, but you're so... vulnerable right now. So the Earth Elemental will then slam attack against the Torlak for a 27 to hit for 14 points of damage.
Which
And
is
then
7.
it'll use its movement to just sink
Actually
into the
5.
earth
No,
and
it's actually
disappear.
4.
And
I
we
believe
don't
they
get
still get
attacks of
opportunity
on
attacks.
it?
No, because it never leaves your threatening range.
Oh, so it's still okay.
Okay.
If it
Wow.
Because once it
Torlak
does
yells,
leave your...
Torlak yells, "Coward!"
is that, it is technically leaving the threatening range.
Right,
just
but
not
at that
flying.
point there is earth between you and the elemental.
But
So you
not
would get an
between-
attack of opportunity against
Okay,
the
by that
ground if you
logic-
want.
By that logic, by the time anything leaves your threatening range, it's out of range for you to hit it.
No, but it's an interrupt to make the attack of opportunity. Anyway, it just sinks into the earth. And it becomes Quincy's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna ready an attack for as soon as this thing pops up.
All right. Devo.
Hey, Torlak, I'm gonna hop onto you, okay?
You can't. You would hit the ceiling. Torlak is already like slightly
I'm
hunched
gonna hop
over.
onto you, all right?
I'm crouched.
Can he? Is there enough room for me?
How tall are you, Slandus?
I'm 6'4".
Well, it's at about an 8-foot ceiling, a little bit more than 8 feet, so I think he can sit on your shoulders. But I would give you disadvantage to any melee attacks you make while carrying a gnome on your shoulders.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
Lace my fingers and I'm like, hop on, gnome buddy.
All right, I'm gonna make myself a small target then.
Okay. Next up is Slandus.
Well, while I got the gnome on my shoulders, I'll go ahead and do I'll do Cure Wounds now, because that's the touch one, and it gives you a little bit more. So you get four more health.
Thanks.
And I don't know if I could tell with the spectral puppies, like the thing is still close enough that my spectral puppies are going after it. So I will continue to goad on. I'll be like, go on, Clyde.
Are they still like? Are they like nosediving into the earth?
I think they just kind of like flit about all over the place constantly, and if they bump into anything, I don't think they're like specifically leaping after targets. You know, they're like chasing in a big circle.
And so I'm just like, get him, Clyde, get him, find him, go, and then I'll be done.
Right, Torlak.
I guess I will ready my attack till it comes out of the ground. And because I saw it come out of the ground here earlier, Torlak is going to go into this corner.
Okay. Well, it is the elemental's turn. It'll make
make
it
a
save. Ooh, not so good.
All right, so that's 10 radiant damage.
Ooh, not so good. Elemental is barely holding on, but it pops up above the ground behind Slandus.
And we get our reaction attack.
Quincy gets his reaction, but Torlak move.
I'm gonna add a D8 to that because I want to hit it. 12 probably won't do it. Oh,
Nope.
oops. It's the damage roll, not the attack roll. 16. I'm gonna hope that hits.
It does not.
Okay. Well, now we know.
And it will multi-attack in the direction of Slandus and Devo?
If it pops up, then I would hold my shield up to protect the both of us.
Well, it gets 2 attacks, so I think one comes in from this side.
Would it be a disadvantage on Devo? Because Devo's like behind Solandis, basically.
Backpacking.
Yeah, like I feel like I'd have a hard time
Maybe.
hitting somebody's backpack.
Maybe. Well, I think that's probably what goes on. It tries to like reach around Slandus to strike at Devo and fails. And then it tries to smash over the head, just like down on top, and crushes into the little gnome for 14 points of damage.
Can I take some of that since I'm trying to block?
I will allow you to split the damage evenly, 7 between each of you.
Okay.
Nice.
And then the elemental will just kind of like step into the wall and vanish.
Which wall?
This wall. And is gone again.
Do we get
Torlak's
attack
like,
of opportunity on that?
he's
Nope.
like, I thought he'd come out this wall. Now he come out there.
Yes.
And Torlak's going to
My
go.
turn's up?
No, I'm just kidding.
Quincy's turn, yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move over to here. And then ready another attack. Actually, I'm gonna move a little bit away from those two. And kind of like up here. I can't really go half, can I?
Yeah, you can go half in between a square, that's fine.
There we go. There we go. Yeah. Well, I was trying to find a way to do it on the grid. There we go. So I'm gonna go like right here and ready another attack.
All right. Devo,
All right. I will take the dodge action.
Slandus,
I'm picturing you like back on my back, just.
I'm ready to like hop off and float away as soon as that earth elemental comes
All
up.
right.
Is what I
I
dodge action did.
will ask, because I can't really see you behind me. I'll be like, how are you doing? You need any more health?
Oh, I'm real hurt.
All right, I will. Yeah, I'll do another. Cure wounds on Devo. That's 9 more health,
Nice.
and my puppies are still hunting,
Still swirling.
still swirling,
All right.
and I'm still kind of half defending.
Torlak.
All right. Torlak's gonna move over here because it came out that way last time. And Torlak's very smart. So. And I'm just
Wonderful.
gonna stand there and wait for it to come out.
Okay. The Earth Elemental will make its Wisdom saving throw. Fail.
That'd be 19 radiant damage.
Ooh. That's a lot of damage.
That's super well this time.
Ooh.
Yeah. And this time, it doesn't actually really even come out all the way of the wall. Just its arms come out. So, Quincy, you can get your attack off, but it is going to oh, you ignore cover.
Yep.
So it doesn't even matter. But Torlak, when you get your attack off, it has 3/4 cover against you.
All right, I'm just gonna do normal shots at this point because it looks pretty beaten up.
Whoa, that's a crit.
That's not a normal shot.
And that's another. So it takes
A lot.
20 damage total, 10 after.
Yeah. And
No, that's rounded.
Torlak, you have a ready to attack?
I did, if that was acceptable.
Yes, please take it.
Am I within range?
Yeah, because it's right here. It's coming. It's reaching out towards Solandis from the wall.
14 hit?
14 will not.
No. Wah, wah. I go to hit, and I hit my the sword on the wall instead.
Your sword clatters into the wall,
Yeah, I
sitting.
can't tell what is the rock and what is the
Mhm.
thing. It's just a
It's
mess.
got very good camouflage.
Yeah, pretty much.
However, Quincy's arrows will strike its fists as they reach out for Solandis or Devo, and the creature will just kind of spill out of the wall and crumble onto the ground at your feet.
Dead?
Not moving. Quincy, your turn.
Well, I guess I'm gonna kind of look around the battlefield. Quincy is alert, so he's gonna kind of step back here and ready another attack in case anything happens. But I guess we're gonna wait around for a bit and see if any more combat starts.
Yeah, nothing else moves. The elemental seems done for the day. Mephits are all gone.
Are the puppies ignoring it? I always trust my puppies.
Yeah, the puppies have nothing. It doesn't seem to be reacting to them, and they're not reacting to it.
Okay.
Devo, I think it might be safe for you to get down now.
Ah, yes. I hop off. Thank you for covering for me.
That's my job.
I thought I was a goner for sure.
I think he just likes piggyback rides. He always asks me for them.
Who doesn't? If I wasn't so big, I'd ask you for one too.
I want one.
I mean, I can try, but the ceiling's pretty high in here. Maybe later.
And I think,
Yeah. Look down here. Oh, goodness.
I was gonna say, I think with that, why don't we go to our second break, and when we come back, we will explore the cave a little bit more. So we'll see you guys on the other side of our break. Bye. I walked away for a quick moment, and literally every one of my players is gone from the table. I have no idea where they are or what happened to them. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Heroes Graveyard. So, where to? What to?
Well,
what for?
I would like to cautiously enter this space and look around and see, because this is where all the bad things came from. So
Yeah. It feels like a safe space. You should be able to express yourself here without any problems.
I begin to interpretive dance immediately.
Twirlight claps.
Solandus, we don't have time for this before your spell goes away. Quick, forward.
Oh, okay.
Twirlight will walk forward.
I will try to put myself in front of people
move.
and fail miserably.
Yeah.
Wait, where, how fast? We should be careful. The puppies are only good for so much.
Oh, how far can we go in 10 minutes?
I'm just kind of counting it in real time, so...
All right,
Yep.
you just tell us. Well, this is a dead end, so...
The
We
puppies
did go
can
the
all-
wrong way.
Ooh, these mushrooms look different. Torlak
They
is
are
going to hit
different.
them with his sword.
They kind of crumble like goat cheese when you kind of bash them with your sword. They kind of like break into small little weird chunks.
Now I want goat cheese.
Torlak looks at Salandris and he's like, can he eat these ones?
I wouldn't eat anything in here. We'll get you goat cheese when we get outside to something safe.
Torlak does take some more moss off the wall and eats it.
Solandus, shouldn't you be in the front?
I'm too busy watching my new friend.
Did you say take more moss off the wall and eat it?
Yeah.
Please make me another Constitution saving throw.
For funsies. 14.
Another pass. Okay, no worries.
All right.
My
He's
puppies
fine.
can't
He's like,
help if you
everything's
get it
fine.
Not stomachache preventing puppies, unfortunately.
No. They are soul ache helping puppies,
Oh.
though. I mean,
Are we not taking a rest then?
We've
With the
got
dead
to
end
move.
that way.
We've got these spiritual guardians.
I pick up Toby
This
and
is
I'm
the way
just
we
kind
already
You
came
can make
from.
them come back again.
no, not until I get a long rest.
That's what I'm
Right,
saying. We'd take a long rest, is what
Yes,
we were
this seems like a defensible location. There's only one direction anything could come from.
Yeah, that was a dead end.
Unless they come through the floor like that creature did.
Well, yes. Then
Why would we need a full rest? I have a full assortment of spells still.
I am in good condition as well, but it seems like our friends here have exhausted themselves a bit.
I still have some stuff to use. I'm just starting to run a little low. You guys
Onward, I thought you wanted honor, Quincy. There's no honor in resting after a flimsy fight.
Oh, rest is important after good exercise.
Quincy, what are the actual rules of what give you honor, just so that I know, so that we can do the same rules?
Killing equals honor. It's very simple, actually.
Okay. Does that mean I don't get any honor for keeping you alive?
Well, you have to make sure the target is worthy of killing. Usually evil creatures, powerful creatures.
Okay. But you don't get honor if you rest beforehand?
There's nothing about that. I suppose you would get it slower.
Well, and it would be easier to keep you alive. And the longer you're alive, the more bad things you can help us kill, which would be more honor in the long run. Right?
I'm not going to die. I don't need to rest here.
Yeah, but Alright, lead on.
And she'll just follow him.
Okay. So doesn't sit anymore and he gets back up. I like those little nook things. They're like little thrones for me.
This
Alright,
cave is just a little too jagged for arrow key movement.
no rest. We're just going.
Oh my god, you can move with arrow keys.
Yeah. Did you not know that one?
That's amazing.
Now we're just gonna hear him doing that.
Have you been WASDing this whole time? Is that? Because that'd be fun. Nope, stop that. Oh, I've moved into
Slandus, you're in the
That's
wall. Don't go in the wall. It's dangerous there.
Oh,
I
wanna
tried
go
to follow Fred and then almost
Ooh,
ran into the
I
wall.
can go all the way into the black.
Guys, where'd you go?
We're going up.
Up here.
The pace, Landis.
Don't go so far.
Okay. Oh wait.
This armor is heavy, especially when it's wet.
Why you get your armor wet?
From before when we were.
Didn't you have an hour to dry it out?
Oh, if you think it's only an hour, I got submerged. My whole undercoat. No, this is gonna be like.
Oh, that's
3
right. I
days.
forgot we went in the water.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna be wet for days.
That's what she said. I'm sorry. I can't.
Maggie has no self-control.
Lauren will laugh. Solandris will be like,
Yes, that is what I said. Did you not hear me?
Torlak did not say that. I don't even think Torlak is smart enough to say that.
There is
wait,
another one of them. They're mephits that's just kind of like floating about.
I'm gonna shoot
Before
it.
we- Ah.
Where's
First
Solandris?
one's a miss, second
Solandris just wants to talk to everything. Be my
is
friend.
an 18.
You
for
strike it.
Damage.
It takes 15 points of damage. Does not die,
Okay.
and
Initiative.
that's definitely an initiative moment.
All right.
Neil, do I still have my puppies up?
Yep, they're still up.
Okay.
I critically failed at my initiative.
Yes, you
Oh, I critically succeeded. That's a drink.
It was probably because I was licking more of the wall.
Yeah, Torlak, you gotta stop licking strange objects.
Hey, man.
All
I
right.
started it.
I mean, I won't judge, but, you know.
Another shot at this thing. Let's just do a normal shot. I wanna.
It keeps things interesting, you know?
Another 6 piercing damage to it.
Another 6 piercing damage will take it down.
All right, and then I'm gonna move
There
forward
aren't
here.
any new
30
mushrooms in here, though. A little disappointed in the
25.
vegetation.
Do I see anything to shoot?
Neil.
You do not see anything to
No.
shoot.
Last 5 feet of movement. Looking
There's,
pretty bare.
there's all sorts of new mushrooms,
Ooh,
though,
I see
right?
another method up there. I'm shooting at that
This
thing.
is
these
a mushroom, and this
I'm
is...
shooting at that
different-
method up
That's
there.
a different type of mushroom?
Yeah, these are different than the other mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
You'll
Take your shots,
You'll
Quincy.
stop making Solandis' work harder.
19 damage to this one way up here.
You hit it for 19.
All right.
All right. I guess I should put it in the initiative order somewhere.
Someone needs to be documenting the mushroom and vegetation in here and writing
I
down
think
what.
you are.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
That's
that's
the point.
you. Whether we
Uh,
want you to or not.
Solandis, it is your turn since we're at initiative because there's still mephits that are being shot at. Innocent mephits that have done nothing and they're just existing.
All right, I'm gonna move to there. And I don't even see, where is this method?
Guess you just don't see it.
It's up there, about 100 feet.
Is it seriously like 100 feet? Is that, oh shoot.
Yes, it is
He
actually
can shoot
95
at
feet.
stuff that's like 600 feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
Well,
without
that's
that,
what,
like,
go to
got like
100.
hawk eyes or something. I don't
yeah.
know. You can barely see in front of his feet, so.
I would like to take a moment and look around and see. So my impulsive arrow shooting friend here immediately just started shooting anything that moves. Is there anything else in this cave that looks dangerous coming out of the walls? Like I should be worried about it?
I mean, there's strange crystals, bizarre mushrooms, and weird moss coming out of the walls all over the place, but nothing
Okay.
more threatening than that.
No, nothing different threatening. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, not that different is necessarily threatening, but there's nothing here that is threatening.
All right, I'm gonna hold my attack. I'll hold a. Yeah, I'll just hold a sacred flame until something is aggressive towards one of my friends, and I will bulwark myself there.
Wonderful. Deeves.
All right, I'm going to fire off a firebolt at Quincy's target.
Can you see it from where you're standing?
Sure.
I think he has line of sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15 damage.
That will drop it.
All right.
Great. And then
You have attracted the attention of the other mephits in the area.
I'm going to step on this mushroom.
Which one are you standing on? That one will hold you, actually. You can stand on that one and it sort of wobbles, but it will hold your weight.
How tall is it?
Oh, it's a good, 2 feet off the ground.
Oh,
Maybe 3 feet off the ground, and it's maybe 6 feet wide.
So we can
I'm not
barely
gonna
get on
have
it.
one of those earth elementals surprise me from the bottom again.
Good
All
plan. Good plan. The mushroom will protect you.
It's like
You're
a shield.
right. The earth elemental will not surprise you from the bottom, but what it will do is move out of the earth from the side.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes. Yes, wisdom saving throw. My elemental. Come here, buddy. He is not wise enough to withstand the onslaught of phantom puppies.
11 radiant puppy damage.
He takes it. Now, I have a very important question for you. Are these the spirits of Solandis' former puppies who have died while under her care that have come back
No.
for revenge?
No. Revenge. They help me. No. These are
Puppies that you have chained to your will and their bodies are left rotting somewhere?
no, these are radiant puppies. They're not necrotic puppies. Come on. No, these are puppies that are currently cavorting in the fields with children in the afterlife with our Lord and Savior Bahamut. And when I call out to for assistance from my God, he sends me puppies because he loves me.
That's very nice. That is way nicer than I like.
Well, too bad they're my puppies.
They
It's like
are,
you
and
are
you-
going to get murdered next.
That's
Exactly.
Why I have an AC of 21 is to try to stay alive.
Jesus Louises.
Yes.
It hasn't been working, but hey.
The Earth Elemental will reach out over Quincy's head and attack the wizard. Once again, each Earth Elemental seems to be focusing on Devo for some reason. A 15 to hit you.
Miss.
A 15 to hit you.
Ah! Not today.
Not today. Oops. Right page, here we go. Excellent. And moments later, seconds later, really,
What did you do?
coming out of the water to the north, if you can see it,
There's
crawls more water
water? I
creatures.
do not like water.
Can go up to 60 feet. And you know, it's just gonna flow up and over these ridges without any real difficulty. However, it does enter puppy range, and the spiritual radiant puppies will try to attack it. It passes its save and takes 4 points of damage as the puppies flit in and out through the water elemental.
They want to play in the water more than they want to attack the water and have to go.
No. You're supposed to bite. Bite.
There we go. Next up is Torlak, the Great,
Where did the great come from?
because you have a great sword.
Oh, gotcha. Dwellak's gonna move up a smidgen and smack this earth elementalist, if possible.
You will roll to hit.
Probably should rage.
Probably should rate. Are you going to reckless attack?
No, I'm not going to reckless attack.
Torlak the Pretty Good. Both attacks hit the earth, but just come away fruitless with no change to the monsters whatsoever. Really doing nothing.
That's great.
Where? Oh god,
I'm
this
having a
Memphis.
really unlucky day as far as hitting stuff.
Yeah. That method flies closer, and it becomes Quincy's turn.
Okay. Give this elemental an attack of opportunity because I'm moving over here.
Elemental gets attack of opportunity. Slam!
Hit.
For 14.
Okay. You can mark that down. Why is the thing not popping up? All right, let's do it here. I can do math. I think 35. Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, and then I'm gonna take 2 shots at him with my sharpshooter feat. A 7 will not do it, and a 16 I don't think hit before, so we're gonna use up my last roll here and add another 4 to that.
That'll
It's like
hit.
18 points of damage.
He'll take 9 points of damage from the arrow. Wonderful. Salandis, there are elementals all around you.
All right, I'm going to channel divinity and activate Order's Demand, which is a fun thing I get to do as a cleric of order. So, as an action, each creature of your choice that you can see or hear, that can see or hear you within 30 feet of you, must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you until the end of your next turn. So, I need both these guys to make Wisdom saving throws.
What's the name of this spell again?
It's not a spell; it's a channel
Oh.
divinity called Order's Demand. I am trying to get it
Wonderful.
into the chat. And-
Perfect. So it won't break your concentration of spirit guardians then.
Oh no! It is literally a channel divinity.
All right. And you
I think
said
you can cast
wisdom?
other spells, just not other
Sick.
concentration spells.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. Wisdom saving throw.
The water elemental will roll an 18. The earth elemental will roll 4.
All right. The earth elemental is now charmed by me.
It's the UA order cleric nonsense.
You can also cause any of the charmed creatures to fall prone when they fail their saving throw. I think that's all. I'm double checking to see what else charmed does, because charmed is different. Last feature, spellcasting. The Order's Demand.
Where's the...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114,
Charmed.
Yeah, all
by
it says is that they're charmed by me and that I can cause any creature to fall prone when they fail the saving throw.
A charmed creature cannot attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. The charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact socially with the creature.
This is the opposite of what you want to do.
No, this is okay. This is all right. I don't necessarily want to interact socially with it. I will tell it to go prone.
And it will fall prone on your turn, right?
It's fall prone when they fail their save, I think.
You can cause any of the charmed creatures to fall prone when they fail their saving throw. So yes. So it
All
immediately.
right.
Poof,
It
prone.
grovels before you.
And it is charmed by me until the end of my next turn,
Wonderful.
which probably makes a difference.
Yes.
So with that, do I want to stay there? I'm going to actually move just back a little bit, and then I'll be done.
Okay. The next of the mud mephits goes. It will fly 40 feet over here. And the next one will go. It's got to go all the way around this corner. And fly to there. And it becomes Devo's turn.
All right. If it's prone, can it make an attack of opportunity?
Totally. It's just at disadvantage.
Does it? I thought you couldn't when prone. I might
You
be
can
wrong.
still make
It can. It's just a disadvantage. Yeah.
Okay. Now I'll go ahead and step behind Celandis here. And
Okay.
I will fire off a... Let's do magic missile level 3 on the earth element. Actually, how about I try something a little new? Nah, I'm gonna do the same. So magic missile level 3. That's 5d4 plus 5.
Wow, that is good damage. You fill it full of darts.
He could have done better. I'm just kidding. This was-
All right, the earth elemental goes. It rises to its feet.
So I have a couple quick questions. Because it stays charmed until the end of my next turn, does it actually get up?
I don't think it can. Until your turn is over.
It's interesting. So it like falls prone.
I can tell it to fall prone when it fails a saving throw, and then it is charmed by me until the end of my next turn.
Does that mean it could get up on its turn but not do anything? I don't know.
It just can't do anything. It views me as friendly, but I'm just
Yes.
wondering if
Would it get? That is weird.
I think it can still stand because it's not like you gave it an order. It says you can cause any of the creatures. Maybe if you had spoken, maybe if it was, I think it can stand up.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, it still has to make the wisdom saving throw for my puppies.
Yes, it does. And unfortunately, it fails and takes 6 puppy damage as a little phantom puppy saliva gets it within its own body, and it's weird and slimy inside where it's supposed to be dry. I don't know about this stuff. Anyway, it will multi-attack. It has a 10-foot reach, so it'll just multi-attack Devo from here. It'll swing once past you, Celandis, for a 16.
I will cast shield.
And it'll swing past Celandis a second time for a 16. You're consistent, buddy.
Is
Good
there
job.
anything? It's going past me. Is there anything I can do to, or does the shield? work
No,
for-
if you were a fighter and you took the protection fighting style, you could do something.
No.
Both
But your
times,
shield-
though, I kind of raise my arm and it bounces off the magical energy.
Okay, the water elemental gets to go.
You said the elemental, like, have all the elementals been kind of like focusing on Devo, or is it just the earth ones?
Well, you guys killed
a-
the Mephits really quickly, but they
That's
did sort of attack the front line of fighters, but they were also really tall people who were blocking the route to Devo.
Okay, so we don't
So-
really know.
I guess we're
Yeah.
about to find out, depending on what this one does.
Yeah.
Pretty smaller. It's grappled. Okay, so the water elemental is going to do. It's going to move here and whelm you
And
as it walks
puppies?
into your space. Yes.
Overwhelm me.
Not overwhelm or underwhelm, just whelm you. It can walk into your space, and each creature occupying the elemental space must make a DC 15 Strength saving throw. So that's Solandis and Devo.
All right. As my puppies harry it, as it fails its saving throw. Strength saving throw, you said?
Yes.
Wow, Devo is getting lucky.
Nice.
I am not.
That's amazing, Devo. Okay, so for those of you that fail,
I'm pretty sure a 6 fails.
yes, it does. Team until grapple. From a failure takes this on a success. The target is pushed out of the space. So Devo, you like whoop slip off to the side. Meanwhile, Solandis will
Thanks, water
take
elemental.
2d8 plus 4 damage. You take 9, Solandis, and you are grappled. It is holding
familiar.
onto you.
All right.
You're also restrained, and you are unable to breathe unless you can breathe water. So you're like drowning in water, or not drowning, but holding your breath inside the elemental.
Okay.
And that is the end of its turn. Torlak.
All right. Torlak's gonna go in for some more axe action or sword action. He's just so used to using an axe. Like a sword, the balance is weird. It's not really his style. But that said,
20 will definitely hit.
I'm gonna make that 12 a reroll. With lucky.
Oh, because you've got lucky, yeah.
Let's see how that goes.
That's a hit.
All right.
All right, you start hacking into that earth elemental. Little bits of wet earth fall to the ground, and crystals start falling out of it. And you actually hit one of the crystals, and it sort of brightens to a bright light as you crack it, and then it quickly fades again.
Interesting.
The mud mephit, it's so far away, and its movement is so slow, even while flying. Will come over here.
How much movement speed does a mud mip?
20 while flying. They're super slow.
It's working really hard, though.
Well, it's a muddy mephit, so it's not really meant
it's
to
like
fly.
sludgy.
Yeah, it's really got to work hard.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
Quincy.
stop and spit on its
Yeah.
wings a couple times.
I don't want these methods to be locking people down, so I'm actually going to go for
Oh, dry wing. That's rough, man.
Oh, it's the worst.
sharpshooter shot at this mud method up here. That's a miss. Whoops, I keep clicking the damage instead of another attack. I'm going to action search
All right.
for a 22 to hit.
That'll definitely do
It
it.
takes 15 points of damage.
Yep.
And we're going to do another shot here for a 9.
Nope.
Ugh.
Solandis.
So, I have a crazy question for you, Neil. If I were to breathe and use my breath weapon, since I am inside of this water craziness, would it also hit the water elemental?
Separate question before I answer that one.
Sure.
To use your breath weapon, do you have to inhale air, or do you already have something that you, like, is it built up inside of you and you just burp it out? You need to...
Well, breath weapon just says you can use your action to exhale destructive energy. So I'm not
There you
actually
go.
like. So yeah.
Yeah. So yes, if you use it, it will hit the water elemental that you are inside. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, it is a 15-foot cone, so I'm gonna aim it at the golem, the other guy. So I hit both of them.
Okay. Wonderful.
And So for that, I need them to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 13.
I will give the water elemental disadvantage because you are inside of it. Hey, look at that. It fails anyway. And the other one will pass.
Okay. So that's 2d6 cold damage. 4, 5, 6. So the one that failed will take 7. The one that passed will take half.
Cold, you say?
Yes.
Wonderful.
I am a silver dragonborn, so I breathe ice.
7 to the water and 3 to the earth.
Okay. And that's my action, so I can't try to break free from this thing.
Correct.
But as a bonus action, 60 feet. Yeah, it's cure wounds. I will shoot another cure wounds over to Devo because it looks like he's getting surrounded.
Mm-hmm.
I always do this wrong. Oh my god. Healing word is the one that's 60 feet because I don't think he's next to me, right? Okay. So healing word. So there you go. You get 5
does it
more.
have a verbal component?
That I don't know.
It's a healing word. If it has a verbal component, I don't think you can use it underwater.
Yeah. It's verbal. Okay. All right, then I will not do that, and I will just wave to my puppies from inside the water and be ready for anything.
All right, next up are a pair of mud mephits. What is that giant circle? I don't
my
like.
preparations.
You're casting a fireball. One mud mephit will fly up to Quincy and fist you. It'll punch you for an 18 to hit.
All right.
You will take 7 damage as the mud mephit comes over and goes on
All right.
Beaker, no.
And the next one will just fly over here. It becomes Devo's turn.
Okay. Does it matter that the ceiling is 8 feet tall for calculations for fireball?
It would. This chamber is much larger. As the room spreads out, the ceiling also opens up, and it's maybe like 20 feet tall.
All right. Well, I'm going to. Can I tell that the water elemental's range is 10?
It hasn't made any attacks yet.
Okay, I guess I'll stand here then. I'm going to cast a fireball in this setting so that it hits those 4 targets.
Okay, but you're casting it indoors with a low ceiling and a flat
Said 20
floor.
feet when it opened up, right?
Yep, 20 feet tall.
So it would not spread out more.
Half of the fireball, if you hit it, target it at ground floor, it'll go to the top, but then you're also like literally a half fireball
Okay.
below ground.
Here's a question I have then, Neil.
Mm-hmm.
Say I'm outside and I want to chuck a fireball at something,
Mm-hmm.
and I target it at ground level. Would my fireball always expand out to be greater than the 20-foot radius?
That would make a lot of sense. I think normally we just say it like reflects upward, like
Right, which is what I'm
bounces.
wondering here.
Yeah, but if it bounces upward, then it's just going to bounce. It'll run out of room because it's only 20 feet, so it might push to the sides a bit.
Are we just being way too mathy about this?
We might be. You know what? The last time you were in a very small room, so it makes sense to expand. We'll just say it ups and outs here for ease of calculation, so we don't have to become spreadsheets and dragons for every single show.
No, I don't want to go back to Thaco. Don't do that.
All right, then.
Thaco was
for
great.
things here, we'll have to roll a dexterity check.
Actually, I hated Thaco. That's why, even though I still play second, I don't use Thaco for anything. And I'm pretty sure those mud mephits are going to die one way or the... Oh, maybe not. That one's got 30 hit points. It'll probably live.
All right, let me look at the damage here. 86.
Oh, it's
So
only
almost
2.
everything passed.
Yeah. What was the save on that?
The save is checking 15.
All right, so everything except for the last mud mephit passes. So this one will take 26. This one will take 13. The water elemental has no resistance to fire or vulnerability, so it'll take 13. And the the earth elemental has no resistance or vulnerabilities and will also take 13 as fire erupts in the chamber. Earth elemental's turn.
All right, puppies.
Still charmed by no, yes.
But he's not charmed by
Not
me
charmed.
anymore, but puppies are still puppies.
Right. Takes its 12 points of damage. And now that Devo is a little far from it, and there's all this other stuff going on, it's going to turn to Torlak. It has had enough of this thing on its side, and it will multi-attack you with 1 attack and 2 attacks. Will an 18 hit you? I think it will. I think you take 14 damage, Torlak, from the Earth Elemental.
You're muted, Maggie.
That's fine.
The Water Elemental does
I wasn't saying anything.
Water Elemental does not recharge its ability. It
But
does
puppies.
save. So
it'll
it only
take
takes
5 rating damage.
5.
My puppies desperately want to play in the water, but they'll do a little damage.
At the start of each of the elemental's turns, each creature grappled by it takes damage automatically. Yay!
That's me.
Yay! Take 13 damage.
All right.
And the water elemental will multi-attack and
13
slam at Devo.
Oof.
18 to hit.
Shield.
13 to hit. And the water elemental is going to move, taking Solandis with it. And it can squeeze through areas as small as an inch, and it can move through people's squares. So it'll actually just
I
like
can't.
walk. Ooh. Yeah, but it can drag you. You can.
But I am not a creature able to be dragged through a 1-inch space, and I am in plate mail. So
You can fit through here,
I
right?
think that you could fit through the space that he's taking. you
Yeah,
That space looks
Yeah.
like you could fit
Or-
through it.
that's
Alright.
not, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's also worth noting that a creature within 5 feet of the elemental can pull a creature or object out of it by using its action to make a strength check.
Devo.
Torlak.
Come on, gnome buddy.
Aw.
Ooh, good point,
You're
chat.
taking-
Concentration check for Solandis to keep the puppies up after the constriction goes down.
That's true.
That's true.
Well, did she take damage? Or
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh, the puppies.
Puppies go away.
No.
It's done.
Clyde,
Alright.
no.
Your super aura is gone. The monsters have
That
a
aura's
fighting
pretty
chance.
good, though.
All right,
I'm
Torlak.
gonna do my attack now.
Chat, why you hate my puppies?
17 will do it. That's exactly its AC.
And then I will also use another lucky.
Excellent. That'll definitely hit. All right. It takes some damage and is beginning to crumble.
27.
Yeah, it's not looking so hot right now.
It's the exact same amount that I did last time.
This mud mephit will fly over to Devo and throw some mud breath on you. Blah. DC 11 dexterity saving throw.
All right. Dex. Ha! Saved.
Alrighty then. You're doing very well today, Devo. Go for it, Quincy.
All right, I'm gonna make a short sword attack at this mud mephit next to me, which is an 11 to hit. I don't think that's gonna do it. I can't add any d8s.
11
so-
hits.
Oh, nice. All right, it takes 7 points of damage.
Oh, so close.
All right, I'm gonna finish it off with a another attack. 14.
Yeah, the 1 HP method
7.
dies.
All right, and then if this thing hasn't used an opportunity attack, go ahead and give it an attack of opportunity. I'm gonna move up to here.
It goes to slam you with a 25 to hit
That
and
does it.
13 bludgeoning damage as
Okay.
it batters you around.
All right. Whoop. 15. All right. And I don't think I can do anything else. Oh no, I can do a bonus
Wait,
action.
Quincy, did you have the vest? Who got the vest?
I did. I do have a vest.
You shit.
Should we say that it goes now?
Yeah, we forgot about the vest earlier. You don't take that 13 damage.
Okay, so I move up here. I get blinked a little bit.
Yeah, you get blinked a bit, and you can make your way there. Give
All
yourself
right.
that 13 HP back. I forgot all about your vest.
Yeah, I forgot about it too.
Way to remind him.
All right. And then I guess I'll go ahead and, because I don't really have anything else to do, I'll use my bonus action to cast Second Wind on myself, and I get back D10 plus my fighter level. I get back 9 points of HP.
Salandis.
All right, it's an athletics check to try to break free.
It is. Yes. DC 14.
That's a 20.
Boom! You may choose your exit square.
Well, I guess I'll just go one north.
Sure. There you go. It takes
there.
up all 4, so.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna break free, and then as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. So a floating spectral weapon within appears within range, and which is 60 feet. And when I cast a spell, I can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. So I'm gonna put it. I'll put it next to. So the space directly south of me is taken up with this water
Yes.
creature. Okay. And that's a method. Put within 60 feet. All right, I guess I'm putting it just to the west of the water elemental.
You should be able to control the hammer token.
Okay. And I get to do an attack with it when it appears. Come on. So it's a 17 to hit on the water thing.
Yes, that'll strike the water elemental, which has very low AC.
Why didn't it give me any damage?
Click on the spiritual weapon text, and it'll auto roll the damage. Or not auto, it'll roll. Yeah.
Okay. So 5 force damage against that thing. That is not concentration, so we don't have to worry about me doing concentration checks on the spiritual weapon. As a bonus action, that's for the next turn. All right, so that's my movement. That is
Your action to escape and your bonus action to cast.
that's everything.
Wonderful.
Oh, you escaped?
I did.
Excellent.
Okay. Next is one of the mud methods, and it will turn to Quincy actually, and mud breath on you.
So 11 for the dex save. That's a pass.
Okay. And then it's done. Devo.
All right. With a poof, Devo will escape from his situation with a misty step, and he's gonna appear up here.
Poof, you are gone.
That's a bonus action, so I'm going to now take my action of casting a set of magic missiles at the Earth Elemental.
Go for it.
Level 44 plus 4. This is at level 2 for 11 damage.
Okay.
After which, Devo will scramble back 25 feet.
There we go.
That's a lot of distance. Okay. It is the Earth Elemental's turn, and it will burrow into the ground.
It's coming after me!
Oh my god.
It is the Water Elemental's turn.
I don't think I've ever seen Devo freak out like that before. Actually.
Still doesn't recharge. And you know, it is... This thing it wants is
Well, it's
leaving it.
How you know?
So we're going to start with a multi-attack on Salandis. 8, ooh, and a 9. That's atrocious. And then we're gonna move 30 feet. Yes, we're gonna move 30 feet towards Devo, which will provoke an attack of opportunity from Salandis.
I'll take it. I got a mace. Let's do this.
How far is that? Let's see.
15 to hit.
That'll hit.
Just gotta leap over a mushroom.
8 bludgeoning damage. Boom.
Wonderful.
I can totally make it if I leap over a mushroom.
Torlak.
Can I leap over mushrooms?
Yes. Well, they're 3 feet tall, but you're 8 feet tall, but the ceiling's 20 feet tall. So yeah, I feel like you could give me an athletics check just to make sure that you clear them. DC 10, no problem.
Can I just squish them?
Probably. I mean, if you fail, you're just going to destroy them instead of keeping them intact.
Athletics check?
Yeah.
All right. 14.
You easily clear the
All right.
mushrooms.
I leap over the mushrooms like a boss.
Yes.
I'm gonna jump up here.
The
and
mud
then-
methods hold up little scorecards: 7, 7, 8, 5.
I guess I could have done something fancy. It was only a 14. If I crit, then I would have been like, I do a backflip over it or something.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then I'm going to attack this water thing. Does it have like a mouth? What is going on there?
It has
It's
no
just-
mouth and it must scream.
Oh, crit, baby!
Is that a mouth?
Nice.
It looks like that.
Also, I get one more D8.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
you
so it's
do.
got like a little spooky mouth.
Mhm.
So give me a second to roll that.
Looks like a
Yo.
sad ghost.
Roll all the things.
Yeah, I need one more D8 because I crit. Average.
D8. Don't you do 2d6 with your greatsword damage?
Yeah, it already
Oh.
factored it in, too.
It
It was
are-
8
It
plus
did
11.
that, but I also get savage attack. You can roll one of the weapon damage dice one additional time and add it to the extra damage of the critical hit. Right? Oh. Oh yeah, you're right. Maybe it already got added in there.
Also, aren't
Oh,
you a
yeah.
half orc?
I am a half
did
orc.
not add it.
Don't you get stuff for being a half orc when you crit?
That's what I thought. That's what I thought
Yeah.
that was.
Don't you get an extra damage die?
I thought it was
Yeah, it did
savage.
not add an extra. You
Well,
got.
When you
added-
score a critical hit, oh here it is.
It
When you
added an
score
extra.
a critical hit with a melee weapon attack, you can roll one of the weapon damage dice.
So
oh,
it did
that.
add it.
But it
Some-
added 1d6 instead of 2d6.
Yeah, it says one of the damage dice.
Yeah.
One of the weapons damage dice one additional time. So two, like weapons that do 2d6 would only do an extra 1d6.
Mm.
So it looks like it applied already.
Okay, cool. So that's 19 plus 11. So that's 30 damage.
That's still
Plus
awesome.
oh yeah.
Yeah. It still works. I thought there was something else.
Do barbarians get something that I'm not aware of on crit?
I don't think so.
Some barbarians at higher levels that have certain paths, but at 5th level, maybe not.
No, I think I already added it. I think it's because
Okay. Lovely.
yeah, because it says 3d6, so we're fine.
Oh yeah, you don't get brutal critical until 9th level. Okay.
Yeah.
Fan Diddly Tastic. It is a Mud Mephit's turn. Let's see if its ability
I think
recharges.
I'm thinking of like the next tile.
Nope. And so it'll just flitter over to here and punch Quincy for a 10
No,
to
it
hit.
won't. No. it
Quincy,
won't.
it's your turn.
All right. Take your opportunity attacks, you small, hairy monsters. And I'm going to scramble up here and start shooting.
Which
at this portal.
monster is Harry?
Alright, you got a
I don't know, they're
16
bats.
on your
So
roll.
there's hair
Quincy.
like stuck in the mud or something.
I'm giving you my port.
I don't think any of these monsters are
16.
hairy. There's a water elemental and like
Okay, so that's 12?
It's
Why-
12
They're
damage. You're correct. There's no hair on any monsters here, so he must be talking to one of you, not Solandis.
Not me.
I thought they were. I don't know. I assumed they were furry.
one like the flying things are made of mud and like
Yeah.
the thing
Oh, yeah, that's true.
made
Okay,
out
never
of
mind.
water.
Filthy
Filthy.
then, not hairy. Filthy.
Much better.
Filthy, yeah, filthy.
Anyways, so the first one's a 16, so
Filthy
it's gonna
animals.
hit, and then the second shot is for an 18. I assume both those hit the water elemental.
Oh, damn.
Yes, they do.
Okay, so 20 and 21, 41 damage.
Ooh,
Oof.
nice.
It has resistance to this damage,
Yeah,
but
so
it is
20.
still unhappy by the blows to its body.
Yep.
Solandis, it's your turn.
All right, I'm casting Word of Radiance, which is so all creatures within 5 feet of me need to make a Constitution saving throw. So both those methods. There's 2 of them, right?
There are, and one makes it and one fails.
The one that fails is going to take 11 radiant damage.
Ooh. The other one, nothing?
It's just a cantrip, so probably not, but I will double check.
Probably not if it's a cantrip.
No,
Yep.
no extra damage. Okay. Then as a bonus action, I can move my spiritual weapon and make an attack with it. And so I'm gonna do that, and it's gonna just go straight for this water elemental because I've got these methods semi locked down. We'll see what they do to me. So I need to do spiritual weapon.
Right, because you can bonus action move and attack. No. It gets confused by the water, and it like tries to go through the water and then backs out and like shakes itself off.
It's a little weirded out by the fact that it's got to go past other enemies to another enemy, but no.
It's confusing, yeah.
It's super unhappy. I'm done.
The next mud method tries to recharge, fails to do so, and will just punch at you, Salandis. It will fist at you for a 13 to hit.
Nope.
Yeah, you got that crazy high AC. Devo.
I'm done playing with you guys.
Oh, good.
Devo turns invisible.
Sorry that you aren't enjoying playing with us. I mean,
All right, Devo, you are invisible.
And then I'll back off into this corner here on top of that.
Ooh, do elementals see? Like, do they have vision?
true sight or something,
Well-
like they smell instead of seeing.
That's what I'm
Tremor
wondering. Yeah.
sense for the
Are they
Earth
like
one.
sonar?
Earth elementals have tremor sense, so it doesn't matter if Devo's invisible or not. It knows where he is by the footsteps he makes on the ground.
Where is that earth elemental?
It has popped right back up and vooms for Devo with a multi-attack and a slam.
Devo, did
and a
you learn
slam.
any Did you learn anything in any MMORPG? You do not run away from your tanks or your healers.
Or the healer.
Like that is the
Oh, goodness.
opposite of what you should do as a DPS. I'm
I've
just
gotten shield from my last shield there.
you
Oh.
were the people, but I'm like,
Taking hits.
why?
You'll take 15. I don't. You would expect him to know by now. He is a professional competitive player.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
Wow. That is the Earth Elemental's turn.
I don't even know how Keith died. I should rewatch that episode. I was told not to watch it because people told me I shouldn't know what happened when I turned
Oh,
up.
yeah. Well, I'll let you find out on your own. Keith did not die well, though.
Okay.
The
I
water.
had a feeling that
Go ahead.
Devo had something to do with it. What
I'll
is
just let
that
you find
laugh?
Does casting shield break your invisibility?
No. Oh.
Spell ends for the target that attacks or
Um,
casts a spell.
Yes, it does.
Well, I don't think
Yes,
it was
it
helping
does.
you anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the water elemental doesn't have blind sense, though. So now
would
it
be
can
visible now, though,
see
yeah.
Devo, and it can squeeze into other creatures' spaces.
Yeah, and it can go up to 1 inch in
Oh,
size.
yeah, it could
But what
totally
if
get
you
to
can
Devo.
see Devo, the tiny little gnome behind
Devo.
this giant
Aw,
stone elemental that's
gnome.
appeared.
Mm-hmm. The water elemental moves to close,
my
giving
God,
Torlak
you're
an attack of
funny.
opportunity.
Oh, okay. I get an attack of opportunity. Hell
Yeah.
yeah, I'm in. Let's do this. Oh yeah.
Oh,
14 damage. Take
Nice.
it.
very nice. Oops, resists the damage. Whoops, I gave that to the wrong elemental. Hold on. Let me shuffle. No, that was the right one.
Yeah. The earth one's
Yeah.
near
Kind of
dead.
like on top of each other, though. Hard to-
Yeah.
Okay.
The water elemental will then multi-attack. Oh, hold on, it gets have to recharge.
There's
it
like
does
a
not
water
recharge.
elemental inside of the earth elemental.
Evo,
Yeah.
what did you
Right.
do to make all these elementals unhappy?
Or is it an earth elemental inside of a water elemental? Oh my god!
Double crit.
Okay,
What?
but if the first one doesn't kill him
Yeah.
outright, I don't think it can do any damage. It just means that he fails 2 death saves.
Hold on though. If you take more damage than you have full health,
Yes,
then
but
you
that's
die
only on
automatically
the
and you
hit.
do not get death saves.
Yes, but that's only on the first hit. If it doesn't kill him
Yeah.
outright, then he just fails 2.
So that's 25 damage, which will bring you to 0. And
The second one
then-
is just 2 failed saves.
Yeah, but with the second one, instead of like crushing you, it like picks you up and brings you inside of its body.
Did
What's
you
your
mention
total
that
HP,
it had disadvantage, or did it not?
Trump, what's your total HP for Devo?
It had
Total,
disadvantage.
No, it did not have disadvantage.
37, so I'm fine.
37. Oh,
He's
okay.
fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the water elemental sort of like just sucks you inside of it.
Hmm.
Torlak, it's your turn.
All right. Torlak can't really see what's going on over there, but he's like, why everything keep running away? And he's going to chase over here, and he's like, you can run, but you cannot hide. And he's going to hit the Earth Elementalist again. But this time I'm going to do at an advantage because I'm going to use my Reckless Attack.
Out of curiosity, Torlak has like a big slashing weapon, right?
Yes.
Because this water elemental's in the same space as the earth elemental, would it be hit as well by the attack?
Ooh.
That is a very valid question.
I could see the argument against an arrow. Like, it would go one or the other because it'd lose momentum on impact. But we're talking about big, like, swinging greatsword. I could see that, like, clearing through one and hitting both.
I would feel like in that situation, it would do like half damage to both of them then, rather than full damage to both of them. I'll let you choose, Maggie. You can either do half damage to both or full damage to one.
I mean, half damage to both, that's more damage total. Not really. Actually, it's the same.
It's the same.
Well,
Torlak?
it's more damage spread out, though.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I know the Earth Elemental's like almost dead.
I'd recommend getting them out of that water.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to split it.
You're going to split it? Okay, so that'll do 7 to each of them and then 6 to each of them. Okay. So that'll split.
Role-playing Torlak, yeah. Whoops. Too much role-playing as Torlak and Bubba. I'm starting to like derp myself.
Next up is one of these mud methods, which is back down over here, surrounding Slandus. And it will see if... No, it still doesn't recharge. It will just continue to punch at you, Slandus.
Hi.
No, you that plate mail. All right, Quincy, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to try and kill this water thing before it kills Devo. So we got 24 to hit.
Crit.
For 28 points of damage.
Jeez.
So 14 after the reduction. How does that do?
Still alive.
All right, we're going to try another shot. For a 17, I think that'll hit for another 20.
Oh, so close, but not quite there.
Cast a spell
Oh
on
my
me.
gosh. Jesus.
Oh,
Let
it's
me
so
use my
close.
reaction.
Slandus?
Turn ends.
So Devo ran very far away, but he only ran 55 feet away from me, and Healing Word is 60 feet. So I'm going to cast it at 2nd level. So you get an extra D4. Roll
Oh
that.
my god.
So you now have 7 hit points, Devo, and you come back to consciousness.
I'm alive.
That's my
How many
action.
times has Devo gone down and come back up?
I don't know.
Not that often.
Yeah, we haven't really had a healer too much.
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot
This
of
is-
room for people to come back up.
This is the first time
Yeah.
I've gone down, probably.
I don't.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't think. you've
Hopefully
fallen
it'll last.
unconscious.
As my
There's some
bonus
of the-
action, I will move my spiritual weapon. I think I can only move it 20 feet. Let me double check. If I can move it 20,
It
then
should.
That's as far as I can get it.
Oh, did you already move it?
I did. Yeah, it's only 20 feet, so it only goes to there, and it will be prepared to move up and do more stuff. And that is the end of my turn. I'm going to continue to stand here and stare these Memphits down.
All right, the next one does not recharge. And you know what? It's tired of battering against your plate mail, so it's going to fly over to Quincy, which gives you an attack of opportunity.
Nope. You do not.
You don't get to walk away from me for free.
Let's see if I hit it.
It's like,
What do you do?
I should.
Oh, you get it. It crumbles before it gets to you. Devo, you are inside of a water elemental.
But you're not dead.
You can't breathe.
Well, I'm gonna take out this dagger, and again, Dandrin's magic dagger, and I'll slash at the water around me.
Okay. You are restrained, so you have disadvantage on the attack roll to the water surrounding you.
Okay.
Did they ever
Which is
figure out who
ironic,
Dandrin
because
was?
it's right there.
They did sort of figure out who Dandrin was, yes. 10 is a miss, unfortunately.
I'll tell you about him later. He's an asshole.
Well, I mean, he put the password as his name, so.
Yeah, but you guys figured out his name, right?
Yeah, we figured out. It took us like 3 episodes before we.
Yeah, I believe it was Dandrin.
It's-
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a really try-hard name.
It's a great name. Green Flame Blade.
Doesn't
I
work
just like
since I
pulling
missed.
the lever like a million times.
Yeah, that was really annoying. I'll never have like pull lever get dialogue ever again. The Earth Elemental. Now this is interesting moment because the Earth Elemental sort of ignores Torlak, kind of moves to the side so it's not so much surrounded by the Water Elemental, and then tries to hit the Devo inside the Water Elemental.
It's attacking the water elemental as well then.
Yeah, it's trying to do what Torlak did by like reaching in and hitting something on the inside. It's completely ignoring Torlak and Quincy and all these other sources of damage against it, and it is like focusing hard on Devo.
What did you do, Devo?
12 and
No.
a 10. Oh my
Did
god,
you,
these are
like
terrible.
rub like moss all over your body or something?
Alright.
I hate
At
to
least you're
say
alive.
this, but does it have advantage? Or no, I'm my.
That's right. You are restrained. Yes, the 21 will
but
hit
he's
you.
trying to punch through another creature.
It would do half damage to him because it's going to do half of it to the water elemental.
If it
oh my god.
chooses, because it gave me the choice.
Yeah.
These are the worst elementals.
Except for the double 20s you rolled earlier. I mean,
Whatever.
come on.
It never rolls well on the damage. A lot of these attacks are atrocious. So you take 7, Devo, as the Earth Elemental reaches in and like crushes at you.
Okay, that brings me down since I was healed for 7.
The Water Elemental's turn starts. You are currently
I don't get an attack of opportunity because he's still in space of me.
Right.
Because people are asking if I get attack of opportunity.
No, it never left your threatening
Yeah,
square.
he's still in my like.
Wonderful. At the start of each of the elementals' turn, each target grappled by it takes 2d8 plus 4. So it doesn't kill you, doesn't matter, and sort of kind of negates the Earth Elemental's entire turn. But the Water Elemental now will... Oh, it
Does
needs
that make me take any death saves?
yes, you will automatically fail a death save. That's true.
Okay.
Its Whelm does not. It'll now just turn to Torlak and multi-attack you, Torlak, with a critical miss and a 15, which will hit you for 17 bludgeoning damage.
Does it hit? Does the attacker get advantage?
They went on a tie.
Yes, attacker wins
Okay.
on the
Yeah,
tie.
that's what I was wondering.
It is your turn, Torlak.
Hold on a second. So I only take 5 damage from that. And so Devo's down.
Mhm.
I'm gonna hit the water elementalist first.
Are you doing reckless?
Yeah, I probably should do reckless. I'll just do it again.
Kill it.
Hit.
Okay, hit one of those, and then I'll do. Oh, it's 15.
You splatter the water elemental, which crumbles and just like fills the
Nice.
area around you.
And then I will hit the earth elementalist
That hits.
for 14.
And you crumble the earth elemental, which falls to rocks around
Nice.
you.
And then I'm like gonna sift through, like, they'll push the water and the rock, which is now probably mud, together, and try to find Devo and check.
Oh yeah, because it is like water plus rock on Devo, so he's like
Yeah.
covered in mud. He's like a big mud mephit without wings. Solandis, you will take an. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe it's breath weapon recharges. Nope. You'll take a fist attack from the mephit
Okay.
for 12. No. Quincy.
All right, I'm going to move exactly 30 feet here. And I'm going to go up and make a DC 10 medicine check on Devo.
Give me the roll.
That's a pass.
You have stabilized the Devo. He will not die this day. Solandis.
Well, I was gonna heal him too. I think I'm still gonna go ahead and heal him, because who knows what else is going to come out of the walls. So I'm going to go ahead and do another. I always have to double check which is the one 60 feet. I'm going to do another healing word at 2nd level on Devo. So you get 8 health back.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel a little bad because you went over and stabilized him, but I'm still dealing with shit, and I don't want something else to come out of the wall and be like, "Go."
Fair.
And then for my bonus action, my spiritual weapon will turn around in 5, 10, 15. It's not gonna make it, but it'll make its way over.
Devo skips his turn, and it's Torlak's turn.
Is there a
All
reason
right.
why I skip? Can I go?
Oh, you're not unconscious. You
Yes.
have HP. It is your turn.
All right.
Sorry.
I'm going to fire blast. I'm back.
You will hit the mud mephit,
For
and
9.
you will kill it.
I like the idea of these
Nice.
mud methods have been in front of me this whole time, and like over their shoulders, I'm just like heal, attack, heal, and they just keep like
You're
smearing
like
mud.
you know that they're like mosquitoes. They're annoying. They hurt, but you're like whatever.
I'm covered in water and mud and disgusting, but I'm just like heal,
Yeah.
heal.
Get off of me. Get off.
Oh my god, what are we doing in here? We have to get out of here now.
And I think that's where we're going to end today's session. In the cave with Devo running for his life.
All right. I
I
was gonna say let's take 10 minutes and I can do a mass healing on everybody, but all right.
I think we're gonna be taking a long rest at least.
Yeah, we definitely need one. I am all out of rages now.
I'm like out of everything.
Yes. Well, that is it for today's
Do
session.
you want me to at this point go with the do you want to cover it next week or do you want to cover it now?
We'll deal with it next week.
Okay.
So that's it for today's session.
Mysteries.
Why don't we talk a little bit about ourselves for a moment and wrap everything up? So let's start with who's to my side? Sean.
Me, I think.
Yes.
I will be on Frozen Frontier not this week, but the next week. So you can go over to Neil's channel to watch that. And please stop following me on Twitter because I don't make interesting tweets.
Oh.
But aside from that, I've got nothing.
Wonderful. Trump.
So I recently found a really good Twitter account. It's called Baker Sundays. And every single time as a post from it, I can't help but chuckle a bit. So pretty good stuff.
I feel like we need a Sunday show where you bake.
Yeah.
Ooh, cupcakes.
I can
Those
beat that
not
on
Origin of
Sunday.
Sea, but that could work.
You just cook cupcakes. That's it. You
All
just only
cupcakes.
bake one thing and you're very proficient at it. Like you have a very proficient skill of cupcake baking.
I would like to sign up for this newsletter, please.
Yes.
Shout out to me for being an excellent Fortnite player and getting first place yet again.
Oh, nice.
Congrats.
I'm really proud of you. That's no easy.
I'd like
feat.
to shout out to Trump for being a very excellent Fortnite player.
Yeah, no, really.
No
Excellent.
shout out to Trump because he was running away. Like what? What are you doing? Stop.
He was dying. I mean, come on.
All right. Next up, we have Obo Crazy.
Hi, I'm Lauren Obo Crazy. You can find me on Mondays. My podcast, Dungeon Drunks, that I DM for, comes out on Mondays, which you can find on all of your podcasting services. You can also see me on Encounter Roleplay on Monday mornings at 10 a.m. Pacific doing monthly modules where I DM there. And you definitely want to also subscribe to the Dungeon Delve feed for Wizards of the Coast because they're going to be releasing special Tome of Foes episodes where a whole bunch of us podcasts got Tome of Foes early and got to make episodes based on the monsters and stuff within. So if you'd like previews about what's in Tome of Foes, go subscribe to Dungeon Delve. The Dungeon Drunks episode comes out on Tuesday. So you get me Monday again, and Tuesday. It's a lot of me.
Wow.
And then hopefully I won't die here next week. But it's been fun so far.
And last but not least, we have Maggie.
That horrible smirk. I'm frightened. I would like to not shill myself at all, and I would like to shill something else. So if you'd like to, and you would be so grateful as to head over to bit.ly/SVK4, the number 4 kids, and donate, or if you can't donate because your financial situation, I totally understand. Share the link to someone who you feel could be able to, or with your social media fans or whatever. As I'm trying to raise money for St. Jude, and in return, I'm going to be doing some ridiculously horrible things. And we are very close to our next milestone, which will be something where I have to spin the wheel of pain and do something like eat Marmite or do something else that's terrible and weird. So yeah, that's all I got. Raising money for kids, and I would love for you to be part of that.
I'm rooting for you to feel the pain.
Hey, Marmite's the worst you got to do.
I have never ever tried it, so I don't know if it's bad. People have been telling me it is, so
it's an acquired taste.
Okay. It's not the worst thing that's on that list, so we'll see. Like, there's lots of pies to the face and other stuff too, so all kinds of things. I mean, I could read you the list if you really want to know.
Can you give us some highlights aside from Marmite and pies to the face, which actually sounds like a lot of fun?
Sure. I have yet to finish Outlast, so people really have been wanting to watch me finish that. So if you guys want to see me do that with scary sounds, we could do that. It's mostly me raging because there's literally there's armchairs or legs on tables or stabbing devices all around me, and I can't use them to kill these things that are attacking me. I just don't understand. We have the chubby bunny challenge, or the chubby bunny where you have to put marshmallows in your mouth and eat as many as you can, that kind of thing. Eat out of a random unlabeled tin can. So we bought 10 tin cans of random stuff that my boyfriend has chosen. Dog food is on that list of things. Chat gets to vote on which number can I open up and eat out of.
I'll say this, dog food, especially if you got it at one of those hoity-toity places that do all natural foods for your dog, there's some dog foods that are basically just steak. So you could actually be okay.
I don't think so. We just went to a grocery store and we just bought a bunch of random shit. So I don't think that's the case.
I tried.
So stuff like that you can get me to do. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that's not even on that list that unlocks when we hit other tiers. Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm next. I'm Neil, Gallery Koibu Pass Erickson. And you can find me on twitch.tv/Koibu. And I just do D&D stuff. Tomorrow we have a Hardcore Heroes episode, which is a show that ended. And we're kind of doing a what happened a year later with one of the characters in that. So that's what we're doing tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And that's it for us here on Heroes Graveyard. We'll see you guys next week for some more. Bye-bye.
Sorry, someone just said, so Torlak licking walls is just you practicing for this event. It's just so perfect, I had to say.
The walls are covered with Marmite.
Oh.
I've never had it, so everyone's reactions have always been terrible. I have yet to meet somebody who's like, Marmite's great, so.
Talk to an Australian.
All right, we're out. Good night, Marmite eaters. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.